What's up, party people? And we are back with a brand new edition, of course. I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. I already know that sounds good to you, so click that follow button or subscribe wherever you're watching from. Also, if you're interested in having me manifest for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me, I manifested my ISP back from no contact to fully living with me in a matter of 4 weeks, so I'm here to help you do the same. It is a superpower of mine to find out where you're going wrong so that you can get your shit right and tight, if you know what I mean. Okay, so all links are in my bio or the description. Again, I don't know where you're from. Hey, Sarah Elizabeth. Hey, Lisa Bestie. And also, I have a live event coming up next Saturday where I am going to walk you through releasing your negative emotions, because who needs those to... A lot of you guys have resentment when it comes to your past relationship with your SP, so I'm here to help you eliminate that, okay? Eliminate all your negative emotions so you're no longer angry, sad, hurt, fear, or guilt about anything when it comes to your relationship with your SP. Plus, if you sign up for the live event, I'm also gonna gift you a course that I had made. It's not a long ass course. It's like one video, okay? Where I'm going to show you how to eliminate your limiting beliefs, because who the hell needs those trolling around? We don't need to go digging when we can just let them go. You don't need to know where they came from. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter. Also, go ahead and join my WhatsApp community. It is going to be officially moved to paid later on today. It's not going to be a lot. It'll be like $7. It's not going to be a lot of money, but once I move it to paid, we are going to start doing monthly challenges, and I'm going to be also doing member Q&As live on Zoom, so I can see all your beautiful faces and actually talk to you, if you know what I'm saying. And then we're also going to be doing some exclusive member-only content. Okay. Also, I go live every day on the tube of you, or on TikTok, at 10 o'clock Pacific time, Basil. So if you would like to watch my replays, I would appreciate that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel while you're there. All links are in the bio, and let it play. They're long AF, okay? So let it play. Mute the volume. I don't really give a shit. Hey, Dina, girlfriend. So that we can go ahead and help me get my watch hours up, because we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. But I really want YouTube to start pushing out my video content over, the trash on the tube of you, so that people can understand it's about leveraging the law of assumption. It's not about following the law when you can leverage. Okay? All right. So if you have any questions, it doesn't have to be SP related, but mainly that's what we talk about here. If you don't like it, I don't give a shit. But if you have any questions when it comes to manifestation in general, I've done it all. I lost over 100 pounds in about 11 months. No diet, no exercise. I've manifested 2 very successful businesses in the past, and I have helped over 80 entrepreneurs grow their business to 7 figures as well. Hey, Don, girlfriend. Also, I've manifested boatloads of cash out of nowhere, so I'm good at it all. Yeah, that's why I'm qualified to teach on the subjects. I only teach on things that I've actually successfully manifested. I don't fucking parrot information. Okay? Not at all. And when you have a bad hair day, what do? Rock a little side gig. That's what you do. Rock a little side pony is what you do when you're having a bad hair day. Plus, I'm going to record a bunch of video content today. I'm going to have a very productive Saturday. I'm recording a bunch of video content for you guys. And I'm going to be doing some video content for the tube of you as well. Because basically, whatever I put on TikTok, I usually make an extended version of I make an extended version of the content for YouTube. Okay, so I elaborate more. So I'm excited about that, and I got a lot of things I got to get done today. So and I already started creating the merch, guys. It looks fucking fire, by the way. It looks fire. Go get you a tumbler while you're at it, or a water bottle that says Queen Energy. Hello, duh. Okay, Mandy, actually. You can actually placebo yourself, and you can tell yourself that you have a gastric sleeve. Did you know that? Yeah, you can actually tell yourself that you have a gastric sleeve and your body doesn't know the difference. So it takes you at your word, right? Your mind takes you at your word. And so your body will start to act as if you have that gastric sleeve. There's actually a hypnosis technique, if you will, where they actually put you under hypnosis, and it's like the lap band or whatever it's called, where they actually tell you that that's what you have. Therefore, but who fucking wants that shit? It's not very fun. I was with somebody one time that had the surgery done, and she had to eat very slow and then had to eat over a toilet. That does not fucking sound fun at all. At all. Well, thanks, Jackie. Love you, bitch. How to make my SP manifestation guaranteed no matter what, but in a few days. Okay, I know. I gotta respond to that guy. Okay. How to make your manifestation guaranteed no matter what. Like, well, all manifestations are guaranteed, okay? No matter what. It just, you obviously want it to be about what it is that you want, right? So tell yourself that. Like, doesn't matter what I do, I get my manifestation every time. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter. Okay? You can tell yourself that. And if you want it in a few days, well, then you better buckle down, bitch. Okay? Because the key to manifesting very quickly, like on a time crunch, because I tell you guys should all look at your manifestation with your SP like time is of the fucking essence. Okay? I'm manifesting this bitch back on a time crunch. Okay? The key to manifesting, though, on a time crunch is you cannot waver. Okay? You cannot waver from it. You must persist no matter what. No matter what. You must persist, drop the old story, and only see the version of your SP that you want and expect him to be for you. But you cannot waver at all. I'm dead ass serious too about that. Okay, when I manifested the last step of my relationship, I made the decision because I kept wavering on the last step. And so I made the decision. I said, nope, I will not waver because I'm all fucking done watching it slide back for a day or two. And that's what you guys have to realize. It only slides back for like a day, max, literally max. And then you're right back on fucking track. Okay, it's not that serious. But I made the decision I would not waver no matter what. I would not waver, and I picked a date. And I said, I will get, my full manifestation by Tuesday. I was off by 5 minutes. It came 5 minutes late. What the fuck? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But you have to understand that, okay? So, it doesn't matter. Let's say that you're like, I want my SP. I'm going to get him back by Monday. I'm going to get him back by Monday. I'm not going to waver. I'm not going to waver. I'm not going to waver. I don't give a shit if it's noon on Monday. You cannot waver. I don't care if it's midnight on Monday. Well, that would technically be Tuesday. Is midnight the next day? I think it is. Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't matter if it's 12:01, Tuesday morning. You can't waver. Persist. Persist, persist, persist. Okay, because if your shit comes a day or two late, do you really give a shit? I wouldn't. At all. Plus, it's really, really good conditioning for you, all of you. It's really good conditioning for you to commit to not wavering and say, I'm not going to waver no matter what I say. I will not waver. I will get my full manifestation, period. And I'm not going to waver until I fucking do. Because guess what? That's really good conditioning, because in the future, anything you want or in your relationship, you're no longer questioning shit. You're no longer wavering like you used to, because you conditioned yourself not to react. Not to react. Okay? There was something that happened yesterday I could have reacted to. Something that happened the day before I could have fucking reacted to. And did I for a second? Yeah, I did. Just my personality. But I know what I know. And I also have assumptions that I've created that also benefit me. Okay? So because of that, I always get what the fuck I want. And I get it when I want it. That one. And certain things I could have reacted. You guys would have spiraled. You all would have fucking spiraled for the next, for the things that happened. But you know what? It didn't matter. It didn't matter because I persisted. I continued. I tell you guys, it's fine if you react to yourself. Okay? That's fine. You're not fucking shit up unless you tell yourself that. But what I did is I affirmed. When I was done, When I was done being in my feelings about it, I affirmed. And you know what? 12 hours later, everything's perfect. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is something that's going to happen throughout your relationship. You have to understand that. This is not something that you're going to do to get your SP back, right? No, this is something that you're going to do to get your SP back and then to keep a beautiful relationship, to keep your SP, okay? To have your relationship continue to thrive instead of go, like a fucking roller coaster, okay? We don't want that. And we also don't want your relationship to end the same way it did in the beginning, or the first time, right? So you have to do things differently. So you may as well start now. You may as well fucking start now, learning to discipline your fucking mind, because that's what you have, and that's what you have to remember. What is your game? How many times do I have to tell you bitches this? What is your game plan? If you can't discipline your shit now, you can't stop reacting, or if you react, go into your affirmations, right? But not react verbally to your SP. If you cannot evolve now, what the fuck is your game plan when you get back into contact or you get back into a relationship with your SP? Because trust me, if you're triggered by the dumb shit now, you're not ready. Because the stupidest shit bothers you fucking now. Imagine when you're in contact with your SP. Imagine when you're spending time with your SP. Well, if you can't stop reacting to being left on red, or being left on delivered, or being blocked, or some dumb shit, if you can't get that under control, what the fuck is your game plan when you are in contact? Because let me tell you right now, it requires a lot more discipline, because now you're talking, right? And so now you need to learn to shut the fuck up, but you can't even shut the fuck up now. And you're not even talking. You still can't shut the fuck up. You're still reacting to the dumb shit. So what's the plan when he comes back? Because trust me, there's a lot more discipline involved. Because now he's in your face. Okay, now you're wanting a relationship, but you're still fucking reacting. You're still describing him in a way that you don't want. You're still selecting not talking to you version of your SP. So, I was working with somebody the other day where she manifested her SP back. But she also didn't choose the version of her SP that she wanted. So, care to know how their relationship ended? Again, right? So now she's getting him back. But this time she's learned that she needs to select, because she's working with me, of course, that she needs to select the perfect boyfriend, perfect girlfriend, perfect husband, perfect wife. And you cannot waver from that shit. Thanks, Mel B girl. Okay, she's learning. You guys have to learn and discipline your fucking selves, because I promise you, you're going to have a very hard time. And I don't want to see you guys go through heartbreak again because you're causing it again. That's fucking stupid. That's so fucking stupid. So let's not do that. Okay? CGG Collins. How do I manifest multiple things like a house, car, school acceptance not working during school? Well, those are each, okay, so there's a couple things you can do, okay? So let's just group some things together, okay? So like house and car, okay? Why, you could affirm for both of those, but why when you could just affirm for a shit ton of money? Especially since you don't want to work during school. Okay, so you can manifest a shit ton of money and that will cover all of that, right? And then school acceptance is different. So you would affirm for money, right? So you'd be like, I'm rich as fuck. Like I'm rich, like you have to discipline yourself. Doesn't matter what's in your bank account, because your subconscious mind does not know what you're looking at. It only knows what you tell yourself. Okay, so you can say, like, I'm super rich. Okay, like I always have plenty of money. I always have plenty of money. My bills are always paid, right? Always paid. You can say, money just comes to me out of nowhere every single day. Money just comes to me out of nowhere every single day. Every day my bank account increases For every dollar I spend, I get $2 back, right? Whatever it is you want to say money affirmation wise, then I would say money affirmations, because therefore that groups anything that would require money, unless you have the assumption already that you can get a house handed to you. Okay. You want to know where that one came from? I mean, could you get a house handed to you? I mean, I'm sure you can. If you manifest it, I'm sure you can. But I just rather manifest a shit ton of money so I don't have to worry about it, okay? So also, CGG, you also want to tell yourself, your main affirmation should be, isn't it wonderful? Okay? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Because that implies that you have your house, your car, your school acceptance, and not having to work during school. Okay? This is what happened to the lady Neville Goddard was working with. She needed everything. Everything. So instead of creating things for each thing she needed, he told her just to say, isn't it wonderful? Before she went to sleep. So she did that, and 6 to 9 months later, she had everything. She had more money than she didn't have to work ever in her life. Someone gave her a shit ton of money. She had a house, she had a car, she had a job, she had all the things, like everything she needed, okay? But it took her 6 to 9 months for that, because she only did it at night, okay? So during the day, she was walking around in problem state, right? Thinking about everything she needed. And so if you said, isn't it wonderful, a lot throughout the day, guess what that's going to happen? It's going to speed all the way up. Every one of you guys should say, isn't it wonderful? Okay. And then for your school acceptance, you want to say something like, I'm sure you know where you're going to school, right? So you want to tell yourself, like, you can do a couple things. You can affirm for it, or you can do the telephone technique. Okay. The telephone technique is where you hear yourself talking to somebody, a trusted confidant, like your bestie, your mom, anybody, and you would hear the conversation, and it's a 2-second conversation. It's like, you would hear yourself say, I just got accepted to the school I wanted. I just got accepted to the school I wanted. And then you would hear somebody else tell you on the phone, like, I'm so happy for you. Okay. So you can do that. Because why would you tell somebody you just got accepted to a school you didn't get accepted to, right? Okay, so you would do that a couple times a day, okay, just for like a couple minutes every day. And then you could affirm for it if you want, like, it's basically the same thing you would have said in the telephone, right? I just got accepted to my dream school. I just got accepted to my dream school. I just got accepted to my dream school. That's it. All right. But definitely do, isn't it wonderful, since you want a bunch of shit. Hey, Apologetically Me. Oh, yes, Don. We have shares to say, we're having shares to say, flip that shit. Unapologetically Me, take a note. Flip that shit. Because I think it says flip that, but we need flip that shit. And then one that's the PG version. Okay, like flip that, and then like SH, like the little star thing, T. for the people that don't want to walk around with, words like that. Also, we need a king energy one too. Thanks, CG. G. We also need a king energy one too. Okay. She makes killer merch, by the way, guys. She's killer designer. With a transparent background too, Unapologetically Me. With a transparent background. Oh, Miss Willis hair, if you could take that note, that'd be great. With a transparent background. Sooner we can get those done, the sooner I can get all that up. Yeah, because I'm working hard on it today, guys. I'm working, I got a mop. I hate cleaning. I hate cleaning with a passion. Like, my friend, she's obsessed with cleaning. Like, she'll clean the walls, and I'm like, who the fuck cleans walls? Not me. Not me. Because now you gotta mop the floor, right? Because the shit comes down. It's called gravity, right? It comes down. And she loves to clean, but then she hates to do laundry. I was like, okay, why don't we swap? I'll go, and I'll do all your laundry, and then you come and clean my house. But when we move, because we're moving at the end of next month. That's the plan, at least, to move at the end of next month. I will be hiring a cleaning lady, because I don't, nope. Not doing it. My time is best spent elsewhere. And it's exhausting. And you sweat, and that's gross. Okay, anyway. Hate to hate. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right, Flashy. But don't tell yourself you're so close, okay? Because you are. You are very close. But persist and stick to your day. Stick to your day. Okay, but persist no matter what, right? You're seeing the turnaround. Like, obviously, yeah, I mean, he liked to, I'm assuming you obviously did not post a picture on TikTok. The last one was February 13th, right? No, he's looking at your shit. And he's always trying to get your attention. Mm-hmm. Who knows? And I saw your profile picture, sister. Mm-hmm. You know what he's doing every night. So now he's coming home right now. He wants to live with you right now. Say that. He wants to live with me right now. He wants to live with me right now. He is so in love with me. He wants to live with me right now. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, here's the thing, Ina. We don't try here. Hey, Sarah Anna girlfriend. We don't try here. We fucking do. Okay? We do. So this is part of your problem. This is part of your problem is how do I manifest on a time crunch? Like, how do I get what I want quickly? You can't react to the 3D. How do you know he's still with his girlfriend? How do you know he's still with, gutter trash? Because somehow, somewhere, you are checking, okay? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't view her. If you view gutter trash as the obstacle standing in between you and your relationship, she's not going a goddamn place. That's just the reality. She won't go anywhere because you're viewing her as the obstacle. Hey, Katie, girlfriend. Thanks, sister. Okay, you're viewing her as the obstacle. And if you're viewing her as the reason why you and your SP are not together, she ain't going nowhere. Okay? So instead, you need to flip that shit. One, you can do a couple things, okay? If you know her picture, you can look at her picture and tell her ass what to do. Like, you found somebody else, actually. You just met the love of your life, and it ain't my man. Things like that. Okay? Because you want to affirm her away, okay? You need to all you have to do is create the wedge between gutter trash and SP. Okay, so here you are, here's gutter trash, and here's SP. Right now they're like this. You need them to be like this. Okay, so the way you do that is by changing your assumption of gutter trash, which is why we don't call them 3Ps, which is why you definitely shouldn't be calling her his girlfriend. Okay, because girlfriend implies exactly that, bitch. Girlfriend. Okay? So, no, not anymore. What is it that you can do a couple things. One thing you can do is what you know he absolutely hates. That's now her. Okay? That's now her. Or you can say she's fucking crazy. Like, she's crazy. She's completely jealous of me. And she's a pathetic piece of shit. Yeah, that's exactly how you should, she's trash. We don't compete with trash. There's nothing to compete with. Okay, so when you identify, because remember, this is where leveraging the law comes into place. If you know that your SP has to show up based on your assumptions of him, so does gutter trash, because she's in your reality. She has to show up as your assumptions of her as well. So that's where you use it to your benefit. Well, what do I want to assume about her? Cool, that's not who that bitch is. A raging ass bitch. She's got anger issues, seriously. She's fucking pathetic. She's literally pathetic. And she's a low-life piece of shit. And she's batshit crazy. And she's jealous of me. All the above. That is now her. Okay? So you don't have to affirm that about her. Just anytime you think about her, be like, nah, she's crazy. Like, literally, she's crazy. Right? Anytime you think about her specifically. Now you can affirm them away by saying the ones that, well, you can say, he can't stand her, he's disgusted by her, he wants nothing to do with her. All they do is argue, he fucking hates her ass and she's gone away. Or you can just cut the shit and say, all they do is argue, he fucking hates her as she's gone away. Or he hates her, she's gone away. Okay? Because what you do there is you create the wedge. Now, gutter trash plays her part perfectly when it comes to your manifestation. Gutter trash will play her part perfectly. Okay? She's going to do exactly what you did, exactly what everybody else tried to do. Force the 3D to see. Because now you've created friction because of your assumption of her, and because of what you're affirming, you've now created friction between the two. So she's now going to try and force a 3D, and forcing a 3D, as we know, pushes them away. It's a repellent, okay, when you force a 3D. So she's now pushing him away, and you're affirming at the same time for you and SP to be together. He turns around and comes on home to mama. That's how that works, okay? But you cannot view her as an obstacle standing in between you and SP. At any time, she has to, if you will persist in what it is that you want and change your assumption about her, at any time, she will exit the scene. Okay, but you can't worry about her. She can't even like fuck her type of mentality. Like, I'm not even worried about her. No one compares to me. Seriously, like, she wishes she could be on my level type of shit, right? Because whatever, if you'll persist, whatever, and pay attention unapologetically, me too. Pay attention, bitch. If you will persist, no matter what happens, they must exit the scene for you to get your full manifestation. She can't stop it. Gutter trash can never stop your manifestation. So in fact, she, like I said, plays her part perfectly. So if she has to be the reason that you get your full manifestation, that's exactly what's going to happen. Okay, so they could leave at any time. They could leave right away. Some people got confirmation that gutter trash was a wrap. It was a rapsy wrap, right? Right away. Other people, it's a process, right? For me, it was a process. But she was the very reason why I got my entire manifestation. I didn't have to worry about the how. I would have never guessed the how in a million years. I would have never guessed the how. That wasn't my problem. I persisted. And whatever had to happen for me to get my full manifestation is exactly what had to happen. And again, they play their part perfect. So don't worry about it. You want to live together? She could be the very reason why he moves in with you. Okay? You have no idea. You don't have to worry about it, but you must persist. And stop fucking calling her the girlfriend. I swear to God, stop calling her the girlfriend. Good, Jackie. Good, Jackie. We do fuck the 3D. Yeah, we have merch saying fuck the 3D too. Because you guys need to have that as a daily reminder for the rest of your fucking lives to fuck the 3D. Unless it shows me exactly what I want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I fight fire with fire. But I do it in a classy way, if you will. If you will. I know you guys see my stories. My post yesterday was me fighting fire with fire. Because I'm petty as fuck. I don't give a shit. Do you think I care? Nope. Yes, good. I always get what I want. Good, Lisa, because you always get what you want, and it comes, whatever I affirm comes to me immediately. Whatever I affirm comes to me immediately. Yep. And you guys need to start telling yourself certain things. Like, okay, so like, let's say you waver. Okay? What you should tell yourself right away is, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I waver. It doesn't matter. Everything is great. You don't have to affirm that, but if you waver, then you should be like, no, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Everything's right on track. And then affirm, right? Because telling yourself that over a course of time, because remember, you didn't robotically affirm for your SP to leave you, okay? But you thought about it over a course of time. So if you do that, just randomly when it comes up, just tell yourself that, like, no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Because that will be true for you in the long haul. Okay? That will be true for you in the long haul. Like, I have the assumption that if I react, it only sets it back a day. Right? So therefore, every fucking time, it's not even a day anymore. because I don't have that assumption that I fuck shit up. Like, oh my God, I ruined it. I screwed up. No, I don't even go there, and I don't even go there in my mind. I just say, Jen, I have a little pep talk with myself in my mind. I say, you need to get a grip. Get a grip on your thoughts. And then I move forward. And that's it. Nothing fucks up. Nothing screws up at all. Well, Bliss, I know you want to reach out so bad. It's frustrating how much you miss him. But as long as you keep saying you miss him, you're creating more missing, implying he's not here. Okay? So if I told you to text him right now, do you know if he would respond? And do you know how he would respond? If the answer to that is no, then you're not texting his ass, bitch. Okay? The only all of you can text your SPs. It's not a big deal. But you have to control yourself. So if you're in no contact and you feel the urge to text your SP, one thing you can't do is grovel and be like, oh my God, I've missed you so much. I've missed you so much, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Okay? But there's no law that says you can't control the outcome. Okay? This is again where we leverage the law. Okay? Where you leverage the law. There's no like thing that says you cannot message them. Like, says who? Says fucking who? But you can control if you get a response or not, okay? Like, it's like doing the photo method. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. You have to tell yourself, he's going to respond. He's absolutely going to respond. Why wouldn't he? He's the perfect boyfriend. He's going to respond to my text today. In a loving, sweet way. He's going to be so excited that I text him. Like, get excited, not worried. Okay, and be like, he's gonna be so excited to hear from me. Like, yeah, we're gonna have the best conversation because he's totally gonna text me back. Now let's play devil's advocate. Shall he not text you back? You can't react. You can't. You can't be. If you text somebody, then you need to put your fucking phone down and walk away and go about your business. Go do some chores or some shit. Go cook some dinner. And affirm. And affirm. And affirm. Do not check your phone every 5 fucking seconds thinking it's broken, wondering why he hasn't responded yet. Why hasn't he texted me back yet? Why hasn't he texted me back? Because all you're going to do is not get a text back. That's all that's going to create is not getting a text back. That's it. Well, Josie, why don't you text your SP happy birthday? Why don't you text your SP happy birthday? That is, I talked about this yesterday. It's not a crime. 50 million people text you on Facebook happy fucking birthday that you've never even talked to in your entire life, right? It's not that's like a total open window for you to be like, happy birthday. You know, I just want to say happy birthday, right? Because what's the worst that can happen? He texts you back. And then you're like, oh, like, do you have any plans for your birthday? What do you have planned for your birthday? Like, what do you have planned for your birthday is what I would say. What do you have planned for your birthday when he texts you back? And then take the conversation from there. Do not force a 3D, but keep it casual. I'm like, oh, if he says like, not really anything, be like, oh, okay, well. But usually you can control that response too. Like, no, actually he wants to spend his birthday with me. Okay, and then he will. Well, you know, what do you have? You know, I don't have anything planned. What are your plans today? Oh, you know what? I actually don't have any plans either, right? That's how that conversation could easily go. But you're in control of the conversation. You're in control. You decide whether they respond to you or they don't respond to you. You decide everything. So do you want them to respond to you? Yes. Well, then you can't check your phone and fucking say the opposite. Can you? No. Because if you do that, you're not going to get I can guarantee you, if you do that, you will not get a response back. Because all you're doing is saying, why hasn't he responded? Why hasn't he responded? Why hasn't he responded? And boom, 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 no response, no response, no response. Versus if you're like, yep, he's texting me back. He's going to text me back right now. Actually, he's texting me back right now. And I don't give a shit if you don't hear from him the same day. You still stick with that story. And he will text you back. They will. If you do exactly what I said. Now, if you decide just to go rogue, which a lot of you like to do, if you decide just to go rogue and do whatever the fuck you want, well then, you know what? I don't know what to fucking tell you. But don't come in here and bitch tomorrow. What if there are more than one person, some of his friends you don't like? They are in the way too. Yeah, Danielle, so that one's easy, okay? That one's easy. What if there are more than one person, some of his friends you don't like? Okay, well, you can do a couple things, okay? You can shoo them away, like he doesn't like his fucking friends, but I think that's kind of petty, to be quite frank, okay? Instead, I would just start telling yourself that, no, actually, everybody loves me. All of his friends absolutely love me. They think we're perfect together. All his friends love me. They think we're perfect together. So therefore, they actually like you, okay? And you like them. Okay, but why? I always feel like, why the fuck wouldn't you like someone's friends? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to date them. So unless they're completely bad influences, like your SP is in recovery, right? Is like in like trying to stay sober, and his friends encourage him to drink. Like, I would understand maybe that's why you don't like them, but you need to understand that if they don't like you, you created that, okay? Every one of his friends must show up based on your assumptions of them. So if you all think they're fucking douchebags, guess what they're gonna be? Douchebags, okay? Or if you think that they don't like you, like let's just say you met them one time and like you got some like icy vibe from them, right? So you questioned if they liked you. Well, now the next time, you get confirmation that they absolutely don't like you, right? You get like shade thrown your way. And so now you assume that they don't like you. So now they have to not like you. And now you don't like them because of how they're behaving. But you're the one that created the behavior from his friends. Okay? So you need to change that shit around and start seeing the good in every fucking body. If you guys want people to be in your life, like, because that's the thing, friends and family aren't going a goddamn place. You shouldn't want them to be quite honest, right? Because how would you like it if they were into manifesting? Let's just say they were master manifestors, your SPs. How would you like it if your SP was creating a wedge between you and your parents or you and your children? How would you like it? How would that make you feel? They're no different. They're no different. So instead, you should assume that you should just see the best in everybody. You should see the best in everybody and tell yourself, like, no, his entire family fucking loves me. Like, I'm their favorite fucking person. They literally cannot stop talking about me to my SP. Like, they absolutely think we're perfect together. They love me so much. Why wouldn't you want to tell yourself that instead? Who the fuck wants to go around family or friends of your SP when you're back together? Because again, what's your game plan when you're back together? You're just going to bitch about the fucking family, bitch about the children, bitch about the friends? Is that the game plan? Because that's not going to solve anything. Especially if they ride for their friends. Especially if they're close to their family, they're going to blame you. Is that what you want? No? So you might want to change your assumptions of the people in their lives. Okay? Change your assumptions of the people in their lives because they're in their lives. They're relevant to them. Because remember, he has his own reality too. And he has his own assumptions too. So if he assumes that his mom is the best thing since sliced fucking bread, and you're over here hating the mom, do you think he's going to listen to his mom's opinion? I'm pretty sure he will. Because that's his mom, and they're close. So it's your job in here to see the best in everybody in his life. Because they will too. Okay? What if I started to see the good? Okay, Nadine. What do you have to say, Nadine? What if I started to see the good version of him, but still not expecting him to answer my message? Then you're not seeing the good version of him. Okay, you're not seeing the good. This is where the honesty comes into play. Okay, because if you're seeing the good version of him, then why would you question? Like, think about in your relationship when you guys were together. Okay, you obviously saw the good in him. Did you question? Did you tell yourself that you didn't? Were you not expecting him to answer your message? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Let me take a picture of that. All right. I'm going to send that to you today, Elena. I could not remember. I'm like, who needed the link? I mean, granted, I should have checked my fucking messages, but I did not. So I will send that to you now. I have a screenshot, so now I know who you are, Elena. I got you, girl. So does that make sense, Nadine? You have to see because when you were dating him and you saw the good version of him, you were not expecting him to answer your message, right? So you have to persist in good version of him, because if you saw the good version of him, then you would expect him to answer your messages, just like you did before when you were in a relationship with him, okay? And I really hope, Nadine, because I saw your messages come across my WhatsApp. I'll be listening to them today after I make my video content. I'll be replying while I'm mopping floors and doing laundry. But after I have to make my video content today, guys. Make my video content. Laundry, I mean, I can do laundry tomorrow, but I need to make my video content. And merch, I need to do a gang of shit. I need to start checking out the shit that Mystical Willow put in my to-dos. So I'm going to check off a fair amount of that shit today. Yeah, buddy. Okay, does that make sense, Nadine? Because I'm going to check your fucking WhatsApp. I'm going to check your WhatsApp messages today, bitch. And I swear to God. And don't go delete them now. Don't go delete them now. But I swear to God, if you're still messaging him, there's another client that lives in Egypt. That's right. Don't make me call her up and have her come and fucking punch you in the face. Do you understand? Do you understand? You better not be messaging him still. You, Nadine, have to work on you need to work on how you're seeing him first and foremost. That should be the top priority for you, is affirming for what you want, but seeing only the good version of him. Going back to that time when everything was perfect and expecting that version of your SP right fucking now, bitch. Right now. Okay? That is your top priority. Okay? My SP says he regrets prioritizing me over his family in the past and doesn't want to in the future. Well, that's good, John. I know it's not your name. That's good. What is there part of this to fucking follow? I don't see that. So that's good. That he said that he regrets prioritizing you. Good. Now see yourself moving forward as his top priority. I'm his only priority. I'm literally his only priority, and he'll do anything to make me happy. He'll literally do anything to make me happy. Okay? But you have to start, because remember, he can tell you he doesn't want to in the future. First of all, there's no future, okay? But he can tell you he doesn't want to in the future all he fucking wants. But if you, because that's your thoughts, right? So if you don't start seeing yourself now as his only priority, like I'm his only priority, tell yourself that, then he will prioritize everybody over you all over again. If you don't see yourself as the priority. Now, you also need to see, I think that's it. Oh yeah, that's where I was going with this. Okay, so you also, it's very important too that you also keep your thoughts in check. So I don't give a shit if you're saying you're his only priority, and then tomorrow he's like, hey, I gotta go do something with the fam bam. Don't slide back. Perfect boyfriend, top priority. He's the perfect boyfriend. I'm his only priority. I'm his only priority. I'm his only priority. I'm his only priority. Because you will get the full turnaround, but you can't slide back because again, this is a pattern being created, okay, by you. You cannot slide back when he says he's got to do something with the fucking family, right? I don't care if he says he's got to do something with the family for the next 5 fucking days. Nope. I'm his only priority. I am his only priority. I'm his only priority. I'm his only priority. Okay, perfect boyfriend. And so when you see yourself as his only priority, you will start to see him making time for you, right? Like, okay, he's your only priority. You're his only priority. So all of a sudden, if he has to go out with the family, but he squeezes you in for 20 minutes or an hour, then that's him making you a priority. Okay, and that's where you have to step into that. And instead of bitching and being like 20 minutes, that's it. Just forget it. Just go be with your family. You can't do that. Okay? You can't do that. Okay, Neener. Neener. I have been, what do you mean, Neener? You've been trying my method. You mean you're doing? We don't try here. We do. Okay? You've been doing my method for manifestation for a new job, and I haven't gotten a new job yet, but I feel more positive about it. Good. You will get the job when you, in your mind, believe you have the job. Okay? Believe that you have the job. It's that level of confidence when you apply for a job, right? It's that level of confidence where it's like literally tell yourself this all the time. Like, I get any job I apply for. Any job I apply for, I get. Period. I always get any job I apply for. I would not robotically affirm that to myself in the past. However, I would always, I just had that mentality where I literally always got every job I applied for. Every job I applied for, I got. And then I also had the assumption that I just need to get in the door because, please, when I get in the door, oh yeah. Did you, Sarah Anna, not get a reply from me? Because I'm pretty sure I was looking for you in the DM, because I actually was in the DMs yesterday looking for you. I just took a picture. If I didn't reply, it's because I couldn't see your message anywhere. I looked in, but if I replied, then I saw your message. But I will respond. And if I didn't reply, if you're allowed to message me again, can you shoot that shit, please? Thank you so much. Okay, so Nina, back to you. So I got but I also had the firm assumption that all I need is to get in the door. Okay? Hey, Kimmy Fine's girlfriend. Once I get in the door, it's a wrap. Because I'm coming for your job, and your job. Doesn't fucking matter. That's been my mentality. And so because of that, I was 15. I had a summer job. I needed a work permit. That's how young I was. Thanks, Kimmy Fine's girl. I was 15 telling 60-year-old bitches what to do. I got my first real job was at a water park. And, I wouldn't call it a real job, summer job. My parents would let me work in the summer for, fun money. And so my first job, that was my job. Oh, let me go ahead and, did you request access, kitty cat? Because if you did, then I will go ahead and, I'll send them to you anyway, bitch. Okay? I'll send them to you. But yeah, so if you have that mentality, and when you go on interviews, Nina, look at that boss dead ass in his face. And in your mind, you're giving me that job. You're giving me that job. You don't have to robotically affirm during your interview because that'll be weird when he asks you a question. You're like, I'm sorry, what was that? But here's 2 things you can do when being interviewed to get the job. 1, in your mind, tell them you're giving me that job. 2 is what's called matching and mirroring. Okay, so let's say that your future employer, let's say that he does this in the interview. You wait a second, okay? Don't be obvious, okay? Wait just a couple seconds and do that too, okay? So then let's say he, does this, or crosses his legs, or crosses his arms, okay? Wait a couple seconds and do it again. Do what he did again. Now, it's called pace, lead, okay? So you paced him, right? He did this. You wait a couple seconds. You did this. This is for all of you looking for a job. You did this too, okay? Then he crosses his leg. You wait a couple seconds and you do it too. Then you lead, okay? Then maybe you do something like that, or cough, right? And maybe not cough because COVID, people get weird about that shit now. But maybe you'll do like something like this, right? And then see if he does it back. Okay. The second he does it that too back, you're in control. You're in instant rapport with your future employer. Okay. If they don't do it back, then you pace again. Wait a couple seconds, do it again. You do it twice in a row, and then you lead again. He will do it back to you. And now that tells you you're in rapport. Okay. It's called matching and mirroring, pace, lead. Remember that. Okay. My mom did that before we knew about affirming. She did that for a little company called Toshiba, and she outbeat thousands, and their interview process is intense. Okay. It's like 6 interviews that you have to go through because you're interviewed by the higher ups each time you make it through the round. She outbeat thousands of applicants the second I told her about matching and mirroring. She got the job. Okay. And oftentimes they'll say, I don't know what it is, just something about you. Of course, because I'm a rapport builder, bitch. Yeah. But definitely tell yourself at the same time that you get any job you apply for. I get any job I fucking apply for. Shit. What do you think this is? Because I'm telling you, you'll get any job you apply for, any job. Doesn't matter. I was not qualified at all to do my job. Okay, I only had receptionist experience, but I always had reception. I just need to get in the door. And I was a receptionist for like 2 fucking weeks at this company, and he's got me filling out freaking workers' compensation packets. And I'm like, I called my mom because that's her shit. And I was like, what the I don't even know the address here. And I'm supposed to apply this for workers' comp benefits for the company. So fast forward, within a year, I was the director of operations for a China manufacturer, the one that I worked that was having me fill out that shit. And I was overseeing over 400 employees. The only experience I had was receptionist experience. Didn't fucking matter. Okay, so when you do that, you're unstoppable, dude. I have a gift for her, but she flipped out on me last time we talked. Crazy Court. Why'd she flip out on you? People don't just flip out of nowhere. So dish, bitch, dish. If you have a gift for her, there's nothing wrong with giving her a gift, but you need to see the version of her that's going to love that gift, that's over that shit. Okay, perfect girlfriend. She never gets mad at me. You should literally... Thanks, baby girlfriend. You guys should all literally put that in your descriptions of your SP. Like, I can do no wrong in their eyes. Like, they literally think I'm perfect. They never get mad at me. Like, I never get mad at me. I never do anything wrong, right? So, therefore, they never get mad at you, right? So, you should all put that shit in your descriptions. Yes, glitter sparkles. Yes, bestie. It is more exciting when they call you AJ. I can tell that you're disciplining yourself since the last time we spoke. I love that for you. Josie, don't be scared on no reply, okay? Look at it like I'm messaging anyone to say happy birthday. So, like, I'm really bad at that. I'm really bad at that. Where, like, somebody will say, like, happy birthday to me, like a friend of mine, too. And I'm busy because it's my birthday. I could be doing nothing, but I'm busy. But I will respond like a day later. So, well, I don't think they're all in their panties in a bunch over it, but you don't need to do that because you're in control of if he replies or not, bitch. So if you want to send that happy birthday message, I'll help you out, sister. Okay? I will help you out, get a reply, but you have to play your part. I cannot tell him that he's texting you and you're going to fucking reply right now, bitch. I cannot tell him that. And then you are like, he's not replying. He's not going to reply. He's not going to reply. You can't do that. You can't do that. You guys all need to remember, you guys have to play your part because I'm not bringing your SP into my fucking reality. Could you imagine? No. I'm not bringing them into my reality. I'm bringing them back into your reality. Okay? Which you're the boss of your reality. Do you understand this? Right? You're the queen and the king of your reality. So when I bring them back into your reality, you can't go against what I'm doing because this is your fucking reality. Okay? Okay. Jen, your SP wished me happy birthday and also, oh, you said my SP did. Wished me happy birthday and also texted me V-Day. I love that for you. I love that for you, Dawn. So let's keep persisting. Let's keep persisting. Okay, you cannot waver. You cannot waver from any of that. Hey, Booja, we're great. Notice I get signs plenty, but it takes me like days to realize any advice. So how the fuck does it take you days to realize that, son? I'm just trying to, in my mind, I'm just trying to see how it takes you days to realize that. So it's like I've been seeing butterflies, right, for 3 days, but then like 3 days, but it takes me 3 days to remember that I've seen butterflies. So that I'm just like, I don't know how to answer that one. But what I would say is when you see that, use that as, even if it takes you days to realize, it doesn't matter. Use all that, like when you realize it, use it all, right? Use it as motivation to keep going. And, excuse me, to keep going and persist no matter what, okay? And then you should be bringing your, I'm not saying walk around like this looking for fucking signs, but you should be noticing them quicker because it's like, it depends on the service. Somebody asked what are my charges. It depends on the service, but they're cheap. I'm like the cheapest coach in the fucking industry, to be quite frank. With the amount of testimonials I have, I should charge a lot more, but I don't because I want to help as many people as possible. And if I'm charging $5,000, don't see how it's helping everybody. And so, because of that, it's literally like $50 for a 30-minute session and $97 for an hour, or $297 for unlimited monthly support, or monthly coaching, should I say. And then it's like $97 to help me manifest for you. See what I'm saying? Fucking cheap. It's less than $100. You guys spend more than that on fucking stupid tarot card readers and psychics just to tell you what you don't want to hear. I'll tell you everything you want to hear. So whatever you're going to pay the psychic, go ahead and just shoot me that in Venmo, and I'll tell you everything you want to fucking hear. Guaranteed. That's my guarantee to you. Okay, Ostfildern. Can you stop with manifestation? No, you cannot. And that's just the reality. You have a choice. You can choose to stop consciously manifesting, sure, but you can't stop manifesting, okay? Because you're manifesting on autopilot. Everything in your life is manifestation. Everything in your life. Every person in your life is a manifestation. Everyone is showing up in your reality based on your assumptions of them. That's not, because what you can't stop are your thoughts. Right? Like you can't, unless you want to put your whole ass in a fucking coma, and even then I think you still have thoughts, right? I would have said no, because your brain stops working. Yeah, never mind. But you have thoughts. You process 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. So you're affirming 24/7. Okay? Well, except for when you're sleeping. But you're literally, every thought is an affirmation. So what are your thoughts all day long? Okay, so yeah, you can choose to stop consciously manifesting, but manifestation, nah, it runs on autopilot. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop it because you can't stop your thoughts. And your thoughts are what's producing into your reality. So you might want to pay attention to those. Xenia. What if SP is disrespectful? Well, SP is only disrespectful because you're viewing him as that version who's disrespectful or who doesn't respect you or doesn't respect your feelings, right? There's some kind of, you're viewing him at some kind of not respect level. So because you're viewing him at from a non-respect level, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to get. Not respectful. Right? And it like I tell you guys, it always stems from one fucking time. One time it stems from one time. One time they had an attitude and then you're like, and he said something rude and you're like, that motherfucker, that was rude. Like, why is he rude? Why is he being disrespectful? Well, now, next time he talks to you, guess what attitude you're going to get? Now you notice the disrespect keeps coming. Okay, so you have to describe him differently. You can't describe him as being disrespectful. You can't. Because you're only creating more disrespectful behavior. So fuck that. This guy shows me nothing but respect. I don't give a fuck. He could be disrespectful to everybody under the sun. But this man, no, never. He would never disrespect me. He shows me nothing but respect. He talks to me with nothing but respect. See that version, respectful version of your SP, and you will notice the tonality change. But you can't react and continue to choose disrespectful version, because if you start to notice he's less disrespectful, you can't react to disrespect. You have to continue with, nope. Even as he's being disrespectful, he is so respectful. This motherfucker is so respectful. Even if you're fuming inside, like you're angry, he's so respectful. He is so respectful. Okay? Ostfildern, you have plenty of proof of it being real. You have plenty of proof of it being real. 100% proof. Take a look at your 3D. It's all the proof you need. That's all the proof you need. Okay, perhaps we need to bring this back. Oh God. Ostfildern, whoever's telling you that everything has already been written, yeah, you should probably click off their shit. Just being frank. You should click off their shit, because they obviously don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. Because that's fucking stupid. So that's like saying that because you're poor, you're destined to stay poor for the rest of your life. That's not fucking true. People defy those every day. Okay? Like, everything is already written because they're letting life happen to them, not for them. But if everything has already been written, let's just think logically here. If these teachers are telling you that everything has already been written, so then that means that we could just pack the shit up. I don't need to have a job. I don't need to have a job at all. Why would I go apply for a job? Because everything is already written. You know, I'll just let life happen to me. Yeah. No need to have ambition. I don't need to have, fuck my dreams. Fuck my dreams. I don't need to have ambition. I don't need to have any of that shit because everything's already been written. So if I meant to suffer for the rest of my life, well then I guess that's what I meant to do. You understand how fucking ridiculous that sounds, right? That's the stupidest advice I've ever heard. That's the stupidest advice I've ever heard. And I'm not saying you're stupid. They are. For teaching that everything's already been written. Well, then why, if you're a religious person, well, then I don't need to pray. Pray for what? No need to pray. Because everything's already been written. So, don't need to pray about it. No need to hope for anything anymore. If I'm meant to just be single for the rest of my life, then I'm just meant to be single for the rest of my life. Test it for yourself, Ostfilder. Test it for yourself. Choose something that you don't give a shit about. You don't really care if it happens or doesn't happen. You really don't care. Okay? Whether it happens or it doesn't happen. Because you have no resistance to that. Go ahead and choose something, anything you want. And tell yourself for a minute that that's going to happen. Like, I'm going to hit all green lights today. I'm going to hit all green lights today. I don't have to wait in line when I go to the grocery store. I'm going to get a front row parking spot. Maybe you have a coworker. She's going to wear a red shirt today. Test it for yourself. Go ahead, test it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Okay? When you do that, because you have no resistance to any of the shit I just mentioned above, you have no resistance to that. So because you have no resistance, watch how quickly it shows up. And then you will know that non-dual teachers are full of fucking shit. Yes. And who the fuck, what does it mean it's already written? Who wrote it? Who wrote it? That doesn't make any sense. You understand this, right? It's like, that makes zero sense in the world. So you were created, and you were created, like, what do we, well, I sometimes think we're petri dishes, but, so you were created, and what? They put a chip in your brain, like, and it what, mapped out your whole fucking future? What does that even mean? It mapped out your whole life? It's like, so who decided that people can be rich and happy and successful and other people should suffer in poverty? Who decided that? It's already written that they're just destined to starve to death in poverty? The stuff on the fucking internet. The stuff on the internet. It's amazing, the stuff on the internet. What the fuck is a pop spirituality? Okay. Clegis, no need to spam the chatty bitch, but yes, you can manifest a celebrity. Celebrities are no different than people. People are people. All they have is a different job than you and I. Okay? But they're celebrities. They're not a celebrity. They're just an actor or whatever. Or a musician. Or they have a skill set. That's literally all it is. You understand? Like, what the fuck is a celebrity? Anyway. You can manifest a celebrity, but you must see them as just an average person on the street. Like if they were to walk by you, you wouldn't have even acknowledged them. You don't know who they are. That's how you have to see them. You have to see them as completely normal ass people. Somebody that works at Taco Bell. That's how you have to see him. Because if you put him on a pedestal as a celebrity, then that means that you're viewing him as unattainable. Okay? And you're coming from a fan. But most celebrities are married to regular, normal ass people. And the reason they're married to regular, normal people is because that's exactly what they crave. Normal. Their entire life is invaded the second they walk out their door. Okay, paparazzi follow them everywhere. They can't even go out to eat without cameras everywhere. People in the restaurant taking pictures of them, asking them for fucking autographs and all this stuff, right? Coming from needing something from them. They want something from them over and over and over again. Versus when they meet someone who acts like they have not seen a single fucking, I don't give a shit if it's Brad Pitt. You have to act like you ain't seen a single movie he's ever been in. You can't be like, oh my God. Actually, it's Tom Cruise. We'll go with Tom Cruise. Oh my God, I saw you in Top Gun and I just thought you were amazing. I like, congrats on the Grammy you just won. You can't do that. You cannot, because you'll be unblocked. You'll be blocked quicker than anything because you have now you've now came to him as a super fan. Nope. It's to the point where he'd be like, have you seen my movie? You'd be like, what movie? Oh, you're an actor? Ah, no, I haven't actually. They love that shit. Oh, you haven't? Oh. Let me get to know you. Yeah, that's how you have to come at it as a regular person. Bro, Nina. Good, Nina, do it. Do it. You do it and come back and report when you get the job because I'm telling you, you're going to get the job. Okay? You're totally going to get the job. How can she believe that child abuse is predetermined? I know, Christian, you're not referring to me, right? Because I don't believe child abuse is predetermined. So you can't be talking about me. You cannot be talking about me. Hey, Raja. I know it all, Don. I know it all, bitch. Wait, what? Okay, good. I was like, I know I'm like, did I fucking say that shit? I'm pretty sure I would have never said anything that I don't agree with. Can you push that to the top? I don't give a damn. Oh, I like that name. That's fucking clever. Can you push my thing to the top? Can you push your message to the top? Because I'm responding to him today. Elena, on a side note about Tom Cruise, I freaking liked him I liked him more than ever the second he fucking jumped on Oprah Winfrey's couch. I was like, man, I like him. He's crazy. Don't get me wrong, but I like him. So, you can manifest Tom Hardy. Why not, Sarah Anna? Why not? You know, you'd be amazed at who you can manifest. Okay, you have to, and you guys need to see yourself as being the baddest bitch. It doesn't matter. It does not matter because have you ever seen two couples? Well, have you ever seen a couple where, not to be judgmental, but have you ever seen a couple where you look at like the chick or the dude and you're like, damn, how did they get together? They must have really good sex. I mean, that's where my mind goes at least. Because I feel like my neighbors, my batshit crazy ass neighbor, I'm convinced she's got a lot of screws loose in the brain, to be quite frank. I'm convinced by that shit. But she has you look at those two and you're like, she has to lay it down pretty good. Like she has to, because they do not look like they would naturally have been together, if that makes sense. So that's where you guys need to literally see yourself as that person, Oh, you could put it up during my live, because usually people don't message me on my live unless I tell them to bump the shit up, and then they'll bump it up on my live. So I only have like 3 people that bumped it up on my live, so I will bump it up or just shoot it to the top. Oh, thanks, lovely. Thanks, lovely. It must be the hair on the side. Look. It's called I don't give a what. A what. Stop thinking about Sigma. AJ, he can't stop thinking, he can't stop, all he can think about is seeing you. All he can think about is seeing you, okay? You can say that. I manifested jumping 2 grades, 7th to 9th grade. Well, gee, look at that, Look at that, Danielle. You got this, bitch. It is no different. Then I manifested Chapman University, Long Beach State. 30 days before class started. Soul, what is my view about age gap? Well, that depends. Let's go twofold. Okay, Soul. And I'm not talking about you, but I'm like, if like, they're 15 and you're 45, yeah, gross, right? Like that type of thing, like, no, obviously I don't support, okay? If they're a minor. But if you're like 30 and they're 60, what do I give a shit for? I think it's great. I don't care. Age is nothing but a number, baby. Age is nothing but a number. And so I certainly don't see a problem with the age being a difference. Like my boyfriend doesn't view me being older than him as an issue. I mean, it's not like I'm that much older. How much older am I? I'm 6 years older than my boyfriend. So, you know, he said he wouldn't go older than me, but I think it's usually the other way around. Right? Where it's more socially acceptable, if you will, for women to date younger or older. If you live where I live, then at some point you're like, well, what am I supposed to date? Somebody 60? I just want somebody to not live at home with mama. But unfortunately, a fair amount of men in my area live at home with their mom, and they're grown-ass fucking adults. I have a friend. Oh, got it. Thank you. I have a friend he's a grown-ass man. He's older than, he's like 50 years old. He lived in, I'm sure he moved to the master now, but he lived with his mom forever. Then God rest her soul, she passed away. And so now he took over her home, but yeah, he lived in her home forever as a grown-ass fucking man. Grown-ass man. And a real estate agent for that matter. I was like, you can't get a deal on a home, bitch. There you go, Lisa. Hey, you know what? Everyone needs a little ego boost sometimes. If you want to go put yourself on a dating site, bitch, do it. Because you know what? It's further steps you into that, like, yeah, hello, I'm a bad bitch. That's why we get along, Elena. That's why we get along, girl. Because how do you not? Whenever I see a couple at all, I can do is I have to imagine having sex. Okay. My shirt is bunching up. I don't wear t-shirts, to be quite frank. Like t-shirts. Well, I mean, I guess everything's a fucking, you know what I'm talking about. Like a shirt. I don't wear them like that. But I have one on today because this weather's conflicting here in California. All right. When it starts to work, can the contact still be daily? Yeah, Natalie, of course. The contact can still be, like when the photo method starts to work, can the contact still vary daily? Well, yes, But the only reason why the contact is, the only reason why contact varies daily is because you haven't started expecting a text daily, okay, or a conversation daily. Like, that's the only reason why it's not consistent. So if it's not consistent, that's because you're still, a part of you is still wondering if he's going to message you today, right? So because of that, it's off and on. But if you would leverage the photo method and be like, yeah, of course he's going to message me today. Duh, he did it on command. Like all these things, then yes, it will start to be consistent, okay? It will start to be consistent. Sorry, I missed your answer because I was putting you on through the car when you answered during the live. Well, shit, I don't give a damn. I don't remember what your question was. Yeah, well, that's what people don't realize is, 20-ish, 40-ish. Oh, yeah, no, soul. I don't think there's anything wrong with that shit. Why not? Why not? Why not? Me and my friend always laugh and say, if we could do life over again. When I was 18, I would have married somebody freaking rich. An older man. I would have married an older man, completely rich, and I would have had 2 kids. And then I would have got a divorce so I could live off of alimony and child support. And then when I have, my SP, it's cool. We don't ever have to, you can buy me the ring and everything. We can totally act like we're married and never be married on paper, so the alimony continues to come. But that's just me. If I could do life over. But now I'm not into older men like that. That's just my personality. But I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Yeah, see, crazy quartz person is 9 years older. There's people that there's a 20-year age gap between the two, so doesn't matter. You can't help who you love. You can't help who you love unless that who you love is a fucking minor. Well, then you can help that shit. That's right, CC girl. Keep that affirm. 7 years older than my hubby. Yeah, the only reason why they will care about, the only reason why age will be a problem is if you see it as a problem. Okay, if you see it as an issue, then he will see it as an issue too, soul. Okay, so if you assume that age has nothing to do with it at all, in fact, he's completely, let's say you're in your 20s and he's in his 40s, okay? You could be like, no, in fact, he actually loves my age, right? He loves that I'm younger than him. Or if it's vice versa, he loves that I'm older than him. He actually loves it. He prefers that. But don't see it as an obstacle, because he will push that out and he will comment on your age if you view that as an obstacle, okay? I know, Danielle. It's like the whole area. The whole area. They're just living with their mom. Sarah Anna, your husband is still practically breastfeeding off his mom. Some people can literally, yeah. I get what you're saying. But also times, because everyone has their own assumptions too. And so it's often the mom that's creating the problem. You're like, can you fucking go somewhere? Like, he's a grown-ass man now. Cut the umbilical cord, bitch. Cut it. That's right, AJ. That's right. You keep changing your WhatsApp pic, and she keeps getting hotter and hotter, bitch. That's right. That's right. Give him something to look at. Give him something to look at. I could just imagine you taking like having like picking out a bunch of different outfits and like going on like a photo shoot. I mean, I did. Let's no lie to ourselves. I certainly did. My SP is pretty much the male version of me. Well, I love that for you. So you've said that, Jackie, before. So that's where you have to make sure, there's nothing wrong with you saying that your SP is pretty much the male version of you, but you better make sure that you're on top notch, bitch. Okay? Because if he is the male version of you, and that's an assumption that you have, there's nothing wrong with that. But then because of that, you need to see yourself as perfection. I mean, you should all be, you know. Oh yeah, Lisa, yeah. Yes, there will be tank tops. I got crop tops too. Crop tops for the ladies. I've got crop top hoodies for the ladies. It might be because that's what I prefer to wear. so I'm choosing like things that I prefer to wear, but then also things that the masses prefer to wear too. My SP is younger, but I identify as younger, so perfect. Yes. We should always, all of us should identify as younger. Like, who you calling old bitch? Not me. Right? We should all be identifying ourselves as being young. Definitely don't, I mean, if anything, consider yourself a MILF, not a cougar. It's been hot for nearly 2 weeks. Met him yesterday and nothing today. Well, I don't know where you're healing from, Natalie, but it's fucking 11:30 where I live. Okay? So it doesn't matter. Don't focus on nothing today. What do you mean nothing today? Hey, Eleanor, sister. Well, no. Don't focus on nothing today, right? It's been hot for nearly 2 weeks and it's hot every goddamn day. Yeah. It's hot every day between us. He, like you met him yesterday and nothing today. No. He's contacting you right now. What are you talking about? He's literally contacting you right now. He is actually. He actually is contacting you right now. Same with you, CC. Your SP is contacting you right now with a picture of him at Comic-Con in some fucking ridiculous costume. Sorry, it's just my own opinion. It's like we talked the other week about furries. Kitty cat cat. Your SP's actually contacting you right now, okay? You'll know if you're expecting a text. That's a good question, actually. How to know if I'm expecting a text or just affirming for one. You'll know that you're expecting a text if you're not checking your phone to see if he texted you, okay? If you're not walking around saying like he hasn't texted me yet, why isn't he talking to me, why hasn't he texted me, if you're walking around questioning that shit, or if you're checking for it over and over and over again, or you're wavering in the contact spectrum, then you're not expecting a text, okay? But it doesn't matter. Either way, if you guys would persist and drop the old shit, you will get a text, even if you're not expecting it. You will. It shows up instantly. Here's what you have to understand, the difference. Here's the difference, okay? When you know something or expect something, it shows up instantly, okay? Like they'll do it on command. Like, you could literally look at the picture right now and be like, you're contacting me right now, and he will contact you on the spot because you are in the knowing or expectation of it. Now, you don't have to expect a text, but you just have to keep telling yourself the same thing. You cannot tell yourself throughout the day, he's going to text me. He's always calling and texting me. He's always calling and texting me, and then be like, where the fuck is it at? Why is he contacting me? We're still in no contact. He hasn't texted me. You can't do that. But if you would affirm over and over and over again that he's always calling and texting you, he texts me good morning every single day. He literally texts me good morning every single day. He will. He will. It's inevitable. That's where I tell you guys, I don't know why you guys spend all this fucking time checking the 3D and overanalyzing shit and doing all this ridiculous nonsense. You don't have to do any of that. You will automatically get confirmation 100% of the time. You don't need to check anything. You'll get confirmation automatically. Automatically. Okay? But it's inevitable that whatever you're affirming for, it's inevitable for it to happen. There's nothing you're doing wrong. If you're, other than wavering, but if you would persist in only what you want, and you would repeatedly tell yourself that over and over again, it's going to produce. It doesn't have a choice. I think you think that this is like optional. No, it doesn't have a choice. Okay, because look at it from the other side. Okay, let's revert, like, let's logically speak here. Is you told yourself randomly, you questioned your relationship, right? You questioned your relationship towards the end of your relationship. Does he even love me anymore? Does he care about me? Is he breaking up with me? Are we good? Right? You questioned your relationship. However, you weren't expecting or knowing for him to break up with you, were you? No, you weren't. You weren't expecting that from him. You weren't, I mean, most of you guys are probably like, huh? What does that mean? What does that mean? You know, all of you guys should, if we had a call, all of you guys should have received an email coming from probably Google. Yeah. Probably coming from Google Drive or an email from Google based on our call, okay? It comes directly after our call. If you did not, then I'll just start forwarding them every day. We'll just do that. Okay, so that's where I think you guys need to understand is if you will stay the path and you will affirm no matter what and flip the thought every time you think about him not texting you or you not talking to him, if you would flip that and you would affirm that he's always calling, texting me, he texts me good morning every single fucking day, it's inevitable. He has to. It's not, there's not a choice. It's not a fucking choice. Okay? Just like Flashy saying he wants to live with me right now. He literally wants to live with me right now. He's so in love with me, he wants to live with me right now. He's the perfect husband. We have the best marriage. That's inevitable. There's not an option. It's not a fucking option. Okay? He can't be like, nah, I don't think so. No. Because remember, it's going to become an assumption, period. But you will start to see movement because ask yourself, like, how does something become an assumption unless you've experienced it? Right? So you have to experience something for the assumption to be created. Okay? So if you're affirming for contact, and you get a text, right? A text is going to have to happen for an assumption to start to be created, for the opposite assumption to be created, okay? Because right now, you have the assumption that you're in no contact, okay? But if you're affirming for contact, he has to contact you. This isn't a question, okay? Now, the method of how he contacts you, the tonality of how he contacts you, that's entirely up to the version of your SP that you're selecting. Okay, so if you're selecting good version of SP, well, then guess what? Then he will send you a great text. If you're selecting asshole version of SP, he's still going to message you eventually. It just probably won't be the message you're looking for, okay, or wanting from him. So you have to remember that. This is not a question. Timing is entirely up to you on how much you persist and how much you fucking waver. The timing of that text is up to you. okay? On if you waver every fucking second you get, or you're constantly checking the 3D and constantly going against what you want, then it delays. Every time you do that, it delays. So if you would bunker fucking down, he has to text you. It's not a, how many times I have to tell you this is not a goddamn option? It's not his choice to not do it. It is his choice to not do it if you keep telling yourself he's not going to text you. Okay? So you have to understand that. Yeah, it's literally inevitable. It has to happen. Literally has to happen. He has never commented. We were in a car crash. Ooh, I hope you're okay. Together this week. And he's crying all the time because... Oh, no, Danielle. I'd have been like, okay, look. I was looking for the rest of your damn message. Okay, I'll come back when I see the rest of your message. Okay. Should you reply to things you interpret as signs with a sign back, even if not in contact? Can or should you reply to things you interpret as signs with a sign back, even if not in contact? Yeah, I don't give a damn. You better still fucking be on here, bitch. I'm repeating it again. I'm making you watch the live replay. You can absolutely reply. There's no law, like law of assumption. Thanks, KD girl. Law of assumption is not where it's, again, it's whatever you assume. Okay. So it's like, if there's nowhere in law of assumption that says you absolutely cannot break no contact. You cannot be the one to break no contact. That there's no fucking body saying that shit. Okay. But I tell you the reasons why I would recommend you either don't reply if you can't discipline yourself. Okay? If you're going to be all in your fucking feelings, if you reply to something that you interpret and break no contact, and reply, it needs to be casual. It needs to be very platonic, very platonic. It cannot be like, I miss you so much. Like, it needs to be very platonic. Like, hey, I hope you're having a good week. You know, or thought maybe there's a meme of something you guys had in common and you send it to him and you're like, thought this would make you laugh, right? Something's very casual. But you can't be checking your phone every 5 seconds, seeing if they replied. You can't not be checking your phone every 5 seconds, okay, at all, at all. You cannot sit there and be like, why hasn't he replied yet? Why hasn't he replied yet? Why hasn't he replied? You can't do that either. Okay, you have to discipline yourself, and you have to know. No, you can tell yourself that. No, he's going to reply. He's actually going to be very happy to hear from me. He's going to put a smile on his face, and he is absolutely going to reply to me. He's absolutely going to reply right now. You have to come from that perspective and don't react, even if you don't get a response. Do not react. Okay. Separated, trying to work things out, being together with kids, seeking attention from younger women. Well, Connie, that's not a... Yeah, Danielle, actually, you can hire me for business coaching. I work with hundreds and hundreds of entrepreneurs. I don't just teach you how to manifest for business. I have killer business strategies. So my whole group call that I do every week is on traffic, leads, and clients. Okay, so I help you grow your business at the same time because it's about taking aligned action, right? So I help you change your thoughts about your business, but then also tell you how to now work in your business and get the biggest results with the least amount of effort, right? Because who the fuck is trying to work 12-hour days? I'm not. I refuse. So yes, I can absolutely help you, Danielle, in your business. Syria. That's why you have the pull-up leggings, right? The ones that cover the belly, that cover the tummy. You look like you got a fucking tummy tuck when you're on them bitches. My favorite ones are from Costco. I learned that if I get something from Costco and it's amazing, I go back and buy 15 more of them. But Costco, their leggings, top notch. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. And their sweatpants, highly recommend those too. Although I wear like an extra small in their sweatpants, so I feel like Costco's sizes really flatter me. I'm like, oh, I'm small. Oh, I'm gonna have to get a medium because, you know, my big ass that I'm manifesting right now, you know, it's not gonna fit in the extra small anymore. Oh, Nina, girl, I love being tiny. I love being tiny. I love that queenagers. We are queenagers around here. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, yeah, that's where I really hope that inspires you guys to understand that you don't have to actually believe it, right? This is where law of assumption, this is why I stand by robotically affirming, is because you don't have to believe it. You're going to step into the assumption. This is why it speeds up. Once you get over contact, everything else speeds up. Why? Because you have to create the whole new neural pathway, right? We have to replace the assumption of no contact, okay? So we have to replace the assumption of no contact. So because of that, we have to robotically affirm for contact, okay? Then that assumption overrides no contact. And so now, because you've said it over and over and over again, right? So because you say it over and over and over again, he will start to text you, okay? You'll get a text. This is where you don't waver. You shouldn't waver at all, but then you'll get a text. So then you use the first text, one text. I don't give a fuck what the text said, but you should use one text as complete motivation to say, oh shit, this is working. I'm going to persist. Now one text turns into two texts, then turns into talking maybe a couple times a week. Persist. And then you're now talking daily because you're persisting and you're using the one text, then another text as motivation. But in between that, you're still holding on to text number one until text number two comes in, okay? You're still holding on to that one and you're going to persist. Then now you're talking all the time. It's a lot easier because you're talking all the time. It's a lot easier for you to assume that you're going to fucking spend time together, right? So much easier for you to assume because you're talking all the time. So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't it? That's like the obvious step is we're going to hang out, right? So it's a lot easier for you to step into the assumption of hanging out. Then now you're hanging out. It's a lot easier and quicker for you to step into the assumption of relationship. That's why shit speeds right on up. The second you get over the first hurdle of text, of contact, everything comes lightning fucking fast because it's easy, much easier for you to assume the next goddamn step. And then a lot easier, or should be a lot easier for you to assume relationship. And then it's a lot easier for you to see the progression of your relationship to step you into the assumption of something else, right? So that's where you guys have to remember. That's why everything comes really, really fast. Really fast. Okay? Because the assumptions get created much quicker than your first one. Your first one is where you have to put in a lot of the work, which is why I give you the 3 affirmations that lead to contact. Okay? He's so obsessed with me, which means he's going to start checking your shit out, right? He's going to start looking at you and start noticing you because he's obsessed. I'm all he ever thinks about. Now you're consumed by his thoughts. Okay? He literally thinks about you all the fucking time. He's always calling and texting me. These 2 lead to 3, lead to the 3rd step. Okay? F contact. Okay? We want to speed that up. So those 3 are working in overtime to get that, to get a text, to get contact. And then that's why I say you guys better start now. If you're in no contact, you better fucking start now. Disciplining yourself, because the second you're in contact, that shit's going to come quickly. If you do what I fucking say, it's going to come very quick. But you, again, have to do what I say. Okay? And then it comes real real fast, like real fast, which is exciting, to say the least. And now you got to keep it, and you got to keep moving forward. That's where the discipline comes in. So that's where the whole not reacting, you might want to get ahead of the fucking game. You might want to get ahead of the game. Okay? Because if you don't, you're going to run into a problem. You're going to run into a big, big problem when they start to contact you. Of course, CC. Why do you think you never went to Comic-Con? Go ahead. I'll wait. He never went to Comic-Con because you said that he was taking you to Comic-Con. So he didn't go. But I'd say that's movement. Especially if his sister texted you to tell you that shit. Like she's reporting back. Oh. Well, thanks for got me. It's a little dark in here. How is it gonna be when you're living together, we're married? Huh? I'm so confused. Whenever somebody has to fucking, let's engage, really. The amount of people I have hitting on me in my fucking DMs, I'm like, no. Thank you very much. No, thank you very much. I will stick with my SP, thank you so much. I'll stick with my boyfriend. Think I did all that work? It's not work. You think I did all that just to meet somebody on TikTok? No. And no, I'm not going to say that because then I'm going to create a fucking stupid ass assumptions in you guys. And you guys will take that shit and run with it. Okay, Soul, no, the only holdup is not gutter trash. What part of that was unclear? What part of gutter trash you cannot... Of course you did, bitch. Of course you did. Of course you did. Because do you think I give a fuck about if you're blocked on social media? If any of you guys have me manifesting for you, let me tell you right now, if you think I give a shit that you're blocked on social media, I don't. And if you think I am going, if you think I am going to tell this man to unblock you on social media, I'm not. I'm not, because that's fucking childish behavior and I don't give a shit. As you can see with Shanae, her SP showed up at her house unannounced yesterday at 9 p.m. and she's still blocked. So what the fuck is all of your stupidity over? Being blocked. Huh? Did you say I'm not a nice person, forgot me? Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. But do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? None of that shit matters. Okay? You, soul, cannot worry about gutter trash at all. You literally cannot worry about gutter... I have a fucking thing here. You cannot worry about gutter trash in any sense of that word. She's not the reason. You are the reason, because you are keeping that bitch right in the scene, because you're viewing her as the only reason standing in between you and SP. No, fuck that. Fuck that hoe. It's time that you take gutter trash to the dumpster she crawled out of and close the lid and let the dump truck take her away. That's what you need to do right now. That's what you need to do right now. Okay? We don't compete. That's why we don't call them 3Ps. We don't call them third parties. We call them gutter trash. You don't compete with gutter trash. You're better than that, bitch. You're better than that. And she doesn't compare to you. Like, fuck her. She's a fucking complete piece of shit loser. Yeah. So, For all of you that are worried about being blocked and just want to be unblocked, would you rather be unblocked or would you rather your SP show up at your fucking door? What's the pleasure? Who gives a shit about being blocked? I'm not going to sit there and tell your SPs to unblock you. What do I say on my, and people can attest to this, what do I say? And I only talked to Shanae, what bitch, like 2 days ago? Oh no, sorry. We talked in the beginning of the week, but I only opened up the picture of her SP, 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. And what do I say when I jump on a Manifest For Me call? I say, I'll bring him to your door. And he showed up at Shanae's house unannounced. Literally came to the door. And I told her that. Who gives a shit about being blocked? Who fucking cares? And so, that's what happened. That's what happened. Now, me and Shanae are going to be working on a different assumption now. Pop, shoot your message back to the top, please. Please. Okay. Oh, fuck is her shit. Damn it. Sorry, I'm looking for something so I can take a little screenshot of you. But, you know. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All these people are being blocked around here because these people are insane. Okay. Okay, I can't find it anywhere. Thanks a lot. So my SP and 3P and gutter trash are going on a ski camp trip for 4 days. Is it possible to remove gutter trash for those days? I was going to be petty when it came. I was going to be petty when it came to, you know, the ski trip. But we won't go there. Oh, real quick, Kate, it's better to, all your affirmations should be in the present tense, not past. Well, that's not true. You can do a past tense one. So you can say like, we've always been together. We've always been together, right? Implies you never broke up, right? I'm the only one he's ever loved, right? That's a past affirmation. But it would need to be need to be affirmations like those, okay? It couldn't be like, well, you could do that with same thing with money. Like I have $10,000 in the bank right now. It just came to me yesterday. You can do that if you want to, but never future tense. I would prefer to keep them present as if they're happening now. Okay, now for star. First of all, we call them gutter trash. Okay, and is it possible for you? Okay, so here's the thing. You can. Depending on when, you can create friction with SP and gutter trash in 24 hours or less. Okay, depending upon how you identify her as, okay? So if you start to create the assumption now, if you start to just tell yourself now, anytime you think about her, anytime you think about this gutter trash, you would tell yourself something like, no, she's fucking crazy. She's literally crazy and she has fucking anger issues. Like she's a horrible person. Okay. But you would need to affirm something like, because the minute you start telling yourself, anytime you think about her, that she's fucking batshit ass crazy or she's a psycho, right? She has to match that assumption to your SP. Okay. Because she's in your reality. So she must start to conform to that version of her. Okay, so there's that. Second of all, you can start telling yourself right now that all they do is fucking argue. He hates her. He like hates everything about her. all they fucking do is argue. He hates her, all they do is argue, because they will start to argue. Now, you don't need to question a damn thing. All you need to do is stick with your story. And they will start to argue very quickly. See, I used myself, guys, you're welcome, as a test subject. You're welcome again. So I'll tell you what goes on behind closed doors, because I was so close in proximity, okay? So let me tell you what goes on behind closed doors. When you start to affirm that gutter trash, NSP, argue all day, every day. All they do is argue. Do you know how quickly they start to argue? Within an hour. Let that sink in. Because I tested it for myself. But because I was in such close proximity, right, I could hear it, okay? You guys cannot hear it, and you guys are definitely not going to go over to their house with a fucking glass and do this on their window. So I tested it for myself, so I can tell you that that's how quickly it works, okay? Very quick, okay? Yeah, Shanae, you're fine. Shanae, you don't fucking you don't spam the chat ever. I like you. You piss me off sometimes, but I love you. But Shanae, I can't find your message or your thing. I usually take screenshots of these, so can you kindly take that same message, because I don't know where it is, but it looks like it got deleted. But can you kindly take that same message and pop it in my WhatsApp? That'd be great. That'd be great. Now, I appreciate the honesty here. Oh, before I ream in on somebody's fucking asshole, let me introduce myself, because it's been a little while. And we're going to get ready to do the energy cord cutting and the photo technique after I ream in somebody's asshole quickly. And really, it's going to be all of you. Oh, thanks. Thanks, sister. Okay. I'm your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. Why follow the law when you can leverage it to benefit you, right? That's what we're all about here. That's what we do here. That's what we get. That's how we get what we want, and we get it when we want it, okay? If you are interested in, I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always upload them on the tube of you, so you can watch the replay. In fact, I encourage you to watch the replays. Just mute the volume if you don't want to listen to my fucking voice. And so you can help me get my watch hours up, because I'm trying to have my videos reach more people, so that we can get everyone to realize it's not about following the law of assumption. Like, who the fuck decided that you need to follow that? It's all about leveraging and knowing the basics, and now figuring out, and that's how I recommend to teach you how to leverage it, get petty with it. You know what I mean? Okay. Also, if you want to join my free WhatsApp group, go ahead and do that. It is only free to today. Okay. And that's affirmative. And then also, I have a live event coming up where I'm going to help you completely eliminate all your negative emotions coming all the way back from the first time you experience them. So therefore, nothing bothers you any fucking more. You don't give a shit. You're not spiraling in your thoughts. You're not wavering. You are completely neutral to the past experience. You're completely neutral to asshole version of your SP anymore. You no longer see them that way. You're not reacting to things. Because when you clear out your negative emotions, you no longer react to anything. For what? You don't have anything to react to, because you're completely emotionally neutral to the past. Okay? And so now you have fresh emotions. And so therefore you can have a, beautiful relationship with your SP. And so also, if you want me to, most importantly, manifest for you, I just brought somebody to her door in 48 hours. But anyway, and I have numerous people that have gotten movement. If you want for me to manifest for you, or you want to do it yourself, no big deal, and you want me to work with you one-on-one, you can go ahead. All links are in my bio. Oh, we also have text coaching as well, where you get text coaching too. So take advantage of all the support we have to offer. I don't charge a lot at all. And you guys spend more money on dumb shit. Like, let's be quite frank. Okay? You spend more money on stupid shit than what you actually really want. You know? So if you have to sell a Louis Vuitton handbag to go get coaching with us, that do what you gotta do. I'm just kidding. But I'm not really kidding. So yeah, I manifested my SP back from no contact to fully living with me in a matter of 4 weeks. So I'm good at it, and I have hundreds of testimonies of people who've gotten movement since I've been really focusing on SP in just the last 60 days. And mine are real testimonials. They're not bought and paid for my homies that have 5,500 accounts. Honestly, I don't think my friends would give two shits. If I called them and I was like, hey, can you leave a bunch of success stories? They would have been like, yeah, there you go, glitter sparkles. They're taking donations for handbags. But they have, yeah. My friends would have been like, no, I'm not going to fucking do that shit. I have a life. Okay, now let's talk to you real quick. Justnia. Yeah, bitch. Let's talk. Okay. Yes, you're bad. Yesterday, he told me he's moving, and I spiraled, and he said he needs to focus on himself. Did you spiral in your thoughts, or did you I swear to God, if you spiral to him, we have a problem. If you spiral to him, because that tells me, Justnia, that you didn't do what I said. What I said. See, this is where I tell you guys, let this be an example for you on why I tell you, you better discipline your shit now. You all better discipline your shit now. Because why the fuck do you want to do the same dog and pony show over and over and over again? A ping pong fucking game. You come back, they get in contact, spiral again, back out of contact. Comes back, spiral again, back out of contact. What part of this don't you understand? The job is not done because they come home. That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. That makes no goddamn sense. You're not done. You cannot wrap this shit up like, oh, it's all done. Got them back. We're good. No, you can't do that. Because here you are, spiraling, over and over and over again. Let me just spiral again. Oh, you know what? Fuck that. Let me spiral again. Oh, you know what? Let me just spiral again. For what? Because he said he's moving? Where was he moving to? A whole nother planet? Whole nother country? But if you would stayed the course, if you would have stayed focused, and you would have stayed the path that I tell you guys to do every fucking time to stop your spiraling bullshit and definitely stop verbalizing shit, if you would have done that, he wouldn't have told you that. He would not have told you that. I just need to focus on myself. You want to know why he told you that? You really want to know why? Because in fucking here, all you did is view him moving away from you. All you did is view him moving away from you. And guess what he said? I just need to focus on myself. Because you literally in your thoughts pushed his ass away. Pushed him away. Pushed him away. Pushed him away. Over and over and over again. Spiral. He said he needs to focus on himself. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Because apparently he's not allowed to move. And him moving implies that going away, that he's leaving you. So guess what he had to literally do? Fucking leave you. Why did you do that, Justnia? Huh? Why? And don't worry, you're not alone. But this is why I keep telling you that you need to start now. You better start now. Because again, what the fuck are you going to do? What are you going to do? Continue to spiral, continue to react over and over and over again? Because that's what led to the breakup in the fucking first place. This is why we evolve. This is why we do things differently. Again and again and again and again and again. Because you should all want them to stay. And you need to stay because of that. I understand you were affirming a relationship and perfect boyfriend. You would have had all that if you wouldn't have spiraled. You are not in control of the how. You can choose to control the how, but you'd have to affirm that shit too. Bella, all links are in my bio, honey bunny. Okay, so you can join the WhatsApp group there. Text coaching is in there as well, where you get unlimited text coaching. Okay, but Justnia, bitch, get a fucking grip. You need to get a grip now. Like I'm dead ass serious. Like right now, you need to get a fucking grip. Because you're affirming for something and then reacting. No, it's never too late. It's never too late. And then reacting to the bullshit. But you're not in control of the how. So, for all you know, he had to move for you to get your fucking manifestation. How do you know? You didn't even give it a fucking chance. You didn't even give it a goddamn chance. Instead, you're like, oh, let me just push him away. Oh, okay. Oh, he's moving. Okay. Bye. So turn it around now. Turn it around now. Who gives a fuck what he said? Who cares what he said? Turn it around now. And stop reacting. I don't give a fuck if he's moving 8 hours away. You know how quickly, obviously he's not attached to someplace. You know how quickly he can move his ass back? Or, you know, something could come up where he can't actually move at all. If you would have persisted in perfect boyfriend and relationship instead of reacting, for all you know, in 72 hours, that man could have been like, honey, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm not moving, actually. He could have literally said that for all you fucking know, but you didn't even give it an option. So knock it off. Knock it off. He could have easily decided not to move. Quickly. So stop reacting. All of you, stop reacting. This is where you need to grow up. You need to discipline yourselves now. You need to get really good at not reacting to dumb shit, first and foremost. Shutting the fuck up. Disciplining your mind. Focusing on what you want and only what you want. And selecting the version of your SP that you want, that you expect. That's it. That's all she wrote. You better get real good at it now. Because as you see, things shift quickly. Quickly. But that's where you leverage and say, okay, if I can set things back quickly, then why can't I move things forward just as quick? What's the difference? There's no difference. So you don't ever screw things up unless you say you did, but discipline your mind. Get good at it now, because I swear to God, if you don't get good at it now, they're just going to come and go, come and go, come and go, come and go, like you're a goddamn fucking drive-through. Like you're a fucking doormat. But you're the one that's causing them to leave every fucking time. Do you think I'm going to let that be me? No. Never. You got me fucked up. Not happening. Nope. Mona, good on your movements. Good on your movements. Quickly, so let's, okay, so hold on to those movements and leverage that, but take a look at your description of your SP, okay? Somewhere you're viewing your SP as not faithful to you, not loyal and committed to you, or likes to mess with other fucking people. Like a womanizer. I mean, he likes to have his cake and eat it too. That's how, somewhere, that's your description of him. That's your description of him. You have to change that. Okay? You have to change that description of him and view him as, no, he's only committed to me. He's literally only, like, he is loyal, faithful, committed to me and only me. No one compares to me. And he knows it. Right? He doesn't even like any other women. At all. Okay? You cannot view 3 gutter trash as an obstacle. Okay? And if there's a lot of them, there's somewhere in your description of your SP, you're viewing them. You're viewing a bunch of you're viewing a bunch of women, which means you're either not seeing yourself as the baddest bitch and the only one that he wants to be with, and you can tell yourself that no one compares to me. No one compares to me. No one compares to me. He thinks I am perfect. Okay? Because that will get rid of gutter trashers. By putting yourself, but by seeing yourself as better than them, which for most of you should not be hard to do, right? Seeing yourself as better than them, being like, yeah, that's right. Yes, you do, because you need a wake up if you. Okay, Justnia. I'm just laughing at what you said, because she said, for you in YouTube land, he said he was moving because his grandparents are getting older. The only reason I was laughing at that fucking statement is because I was like, so your thoughts spiraled? You reacted and spiraled in your thoughts? Because he's moving because his grandparents are fucking getting old? Let me tell you something. Would I want him to move 8 hours away because his grandparents? Probably not, okay? But if this, let's reverse the roles for a second. Because again, I keep telling you guys, why don't you first, one hot fucking sec, put yourself in your SP's shoes? Would you want to date anyone with your fucking behavior? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you appreciate them doing to you what you think you can do to them? Is that like, this is like maturity 101, okay? So it's like, so how would you want, so if you were moving, because your grandparents, let's say you're very close, obviously he's close to his grandparents, okay? Let's say you're very close to your grandparents, right? And he said that he's, you know, moving because my grandparents are getting a little bit older, you know, I want to be there to take care of them. And that was you that told your SP that. And he flipped off the fucking handle. Because at that point, I would view this person like, what are you, unsympathetic? Like, that's fucking selfish as shit. Like, that's personally how I would have viewed it if somebody flipped out at me over wanting to be there for my grandparents. I'd have been like, the fuck? Okay. Okay. Especially if you weren't in an actual relationship still. It was like on shaky foundation. That would have pushed that fucking envelope right on over. Right on over. Especially because of his reason for wanting to relocate. Okay? Like, it'd be different if he was like, well, you know, because I just want to, you know, be by myself. So I'm moving 8 hours away to get away from you. Maybe I'd give you a slide. But for wanting to live with the parents or the grandparents, I'm not saying you should have been like, oh my God, yay. Like, not saying that. But you could have had in your mind, you could have said, he's living here. Okay? He's living here. He's not moving. He's not moving. He's just going to go see his grandparents every weekend. He's not moving. In fact, his grandparents are moving here. His grandparents are moving here. He's not moving. His grandparents are moving here. Or he's going to go see his grandparents every weekend. You know? See what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I would come from, because to me it just seems like, yeah, we want what we want, right? But also, how do we want to be perceived to our SPs? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should see yourself as perfect girlfriend, which means that you should not be so like clingy or possessive, like things like that, especially if you know that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want, Sabrina, can you reach out to Mystical Willow Kamal in our WhatsApp group, and she'll put you on my calendar. And I'm gonna add that. I gotta add that automation today too. Thanks, Sabrina. Christ. Just more. Pause, please. Please pause for a moment in time. Don't worry, I'm almost there. Okay. Do you see why I would never do the 50 by 5 method? I hate fucking writing. I hate writing. Okay. And I look forward to working with you, Sabrina. So, I care how people perceive me. I have a big heart, and I want people to see that. Oh, you don't have WhatsApp? Okay, well, do you have my phone number? If you don't have my phone number, Sabrina, then shoot me a DM here. And it could be with your phone number. But from what I was told, I don't know if this is true or not. From what I was told, is if you just put like your phone number, but like where you would put like a dash, you just leave a space, then that should be fine in your phone number. So if you want to just send me a DM with that, or just send me a DM and I'll send you my number, and then you can, and then I'll shoot it to you. Scots. I like Scottish people, actually. But, you know, I will tell you on a side note, I would love to know why a Scottish, if I'm fucking wrong on this shit and got the whole wrong country, I'm really sorry. I would like to know, why do Scottish men wear skirts? Just curious. It's like, I've been dying to know that. Why do the men wear skirts? So maybe you can answer me. I feel like there has to be a reason for it. Exactly, Justnia. That's where we think first before we speak, right? That's where I told you 5,000 times. 5,000 times. I have probably, oh, got it. 5,000 times I have probably told you guys, seriously, to shut up. Zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket. Remember that? Okay, I've told you this so many times. Why? Because because you're going to regret what comes out of your mouth in the heat of the moment. You're going to regret what comes out of your mouth in the heat of the moment, and it backfires 1,000% of the time. 1,000% of the time. But if you would have just turned it around and said something like, he told you he's moving, regardless of the reason, you should have been like, oh, okay, okay, well, that's nice. And in here, you ain't going a goddamn place. Yeah. He's staying here. He's staying here. He's staying here. He's staying here. He's not moving anywhere but in with me. Like, he wants to live together. 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 He's so in love with me. That's what I would have said. Do you understand, Jasnia? So from this point forward, you're going to shut the fuck up. Because I know that, like, I know that that's not the case for you, right? I know who, like, if you would have sat back and looked at it that way, right, that's not the case, right? But from a third person's perspective, this is where third person perspectives are beneficial, right? Is where it's like, you obviously didn't like to throw shade at the grandparents. For you, it had nothing to, in your mind at the time, it had nothing to do with the grandparents, okay? And it had everything to do with you feeling like he's leaving you. I get that. But from an outsider's perspective or from his perspective, that's exactly what that applied. Okay? So because of that, that's why he pulled back. Okay? But that's okay. We just change it in our mind. Refocus, regroup. But this is why y'all say nothing. Just say nothing. Just practice that. Just practice that. Just keep practicing. Just shut the fuck up. Go in Zen mode. Breathe. And shut the fuck up. Do you understand? I don't know if you can cuss through text, but I'm telling you. Just breathe and shut the fuck up. I'm telling you guys, because in all seriousness though, that I'm going to leave, I should put autoresponders that go out to you guys every fucking day. That's like, let this be your daily reminder to shut the fuck up. How about that? Spend today and shut the fuck up. Spend today, shut the fuck up. How are you doing with shutting the fuck up? And it goes out. It's going to go out every day. Have you learned to shut the fuck up today? Because I'm telling you, so many people that say that they actually, have done that, have had nothing but good things to report. They're like, man, I am so good. Sariana. But so many people are like, since I learned to shut up, less is more. Do you understand where these things come from? Less is more. It's probably guys came up with that sayings. They're like, damn right, less is more. It's like I was having a conversation with my boyfriend yesterday, and he was like, like, could we fast forward in this conversation, please? So, just saying. Oh, what happened? Something went dark. Something went dark around here. My girl, My girl, who's my manifestation buddy, had movement, and I did too, but gutter trash after did Jen's affirming for me. Well, good, Danielle. Don't worry about it. We're persisting. We are persisting. And we push through. Are persisting. And we push through. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. Do I still need to affirm for contact? What affirmation should I say? Yes. AJ, yes, you do need to still affirm for contact. Because just because you get, all of you, just because you get part of your manifestation doesn't mean, just because you get like that step of your manifestation doesn't mean you're like, it's a wrap, bruh. No, that's not what that means. What it means is you need to keep persisting right on through that shit, because if you don't, until you need to keep going with your affirmation until you know you're going to talk to him today, until you just know it. If you're not questioning, am I going to hear from him today? Is he going to contact me back? Like, is he going to respond to my message? Why hasn't he talked to me today? If that's still going on, you can't drop the shit. You can drop it when you don't have that question anymore, or you just know. You're like, yeah, of course, why wouldn't he? Have you seen my fine ass? Why wouldn't he? He did. Okay, all right, let's do, I keep running out of fucking time. I'm gonna start setting my own alarm clock. I'm busy later. Wouldn't you all like to be busy later? Then get a grip. Then get a grip. Now, we're gonna do the cord cutting, energy cord cutting, and the telephone technique right now. I'm not gonna go into long ass explanations about it, just go along with it, okay? Because we're running on the skippy on the time. I'll hang out with you guys for a little bit longer today. But then I got a coaching call and I gotta wrap that shit up so I can, you know, make video content and do the other things like seriously on my list. 4 hours, 1 hour of video content. 1 hour for video content should be good. I might have to skip the YouTube long videos today. Just do shorts, just do TikTok videos. It's not like they're 2 minutes, so TikTok videos only. 1 hour. Okay, I should be good. Should be done working. I should be done working on a Saturday at 7 p.m. Good thing is I don't have to make dinner. So there's that part. I just gotta nuke it. I'm on a salad kick, by the way, lately. Okay, well, I had one salad. But it feels good to say you're on a salad kick. But I had one salad and ran out of lettuce, and I was like, shit, no more salad. But I made some bomb pork loins yesterday. Okay, I digress. Okay, so the energy cord cutting is where you're not cutting, you are not releasing SP, okay? You are literally cutting the energetic connection, the stale energy, the negative energy with SP. Probably not, AJ. That depends on my daughter. She's 14 and insisting on an egg hunt. She's insisting on a fucking egg hunt at 14. But she's not stupid. I told you, my child is very smart. Yes, so you can do it on both. Yes, you can do it on SP and Gutter Trash. She's smart, so she wants to fucking have an egg hunt. You know why? Because she knows she doesn't eat candy. Yeah. So what the fuck do you think is going to be in her eggs? Money. Because she doesn't eat candy like that. I'm going to go buy all her fucking favorite candy, though. Starburst and shit. I'm going to go those and as many eggs as possible. She thinks she's going to get over on this bitch. I'm the one that taught her. She's going to try and get over on my ass. I'm not stupid. I'm like, I don't know why you want an egg hunt. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a good one. I'm going to make her, yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna make her work for her eggs this year. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna make her work for her eggs this year. Saturday night, she's going on an egg hunt. It's not like she believes in the Easter Bunny any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? So, doesn't matter. But now, I'm gonna make her do those with the flashlights in the mist of the night. Because I get her every time. Because I told her, I said, she wakes up on Easter, it never looks like the Easter Bunny ever came at all. Not a single egg in sight. That's right, bitch. Checkmate. Checkmate. And it drives her nuts because I was like, I'll outsmart you all day. But I gotta get candy. I know. I gotta get candy. And I told her, I said, can we just ditch the Easter basket this year? I'll give you $80. We'll call it a day. She's like, I still want the egg hunt. Why? Because you want cash from the eggs too? So when the hell did Easter turn into a $120 gig? Since when did Easter turn into a $120 gig? Thank God I only have one kid. Could you imagine? I completely sympathize with all you mothers and parents out there that have more than one child. Yes, thank you, MKD. Thank you, MKD. That's right. Zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket, bitches. Yeah, that saying's going on some stuff too. Okay, I digress again. All right, it doesn't matter if you cannot completely visualize your SP or hear them or any of that. None of that matters, okay, at all. So don't worry about it. If that's you, MKD girl, could you ask, I didn't even look at it yet, obviously. Can you ask for it to be in a transparent background? Thank you very much. So don't worry about it. It's the concept of it, okay? It's basically it's the 4 words and feeling the energetic connection detached, okay? We want to get rid of the stale energy so we only have fresh, vibrant energy with you and your SP. Okay, we don't want any more stale energy. Plus, you're the best at MKD. Plus, you can do this on anyone. Okay, you should do this with your children so you can keep their attitudes in check. I love you, Cece. You can do this on your family. I'm gonna go cut that energy cord my whole fucking family today. All of them. You can do this on anybody. Do it on your dog. I'm just kidding. But do it on your cat if your cat has an attitude. Do it on your cat. All right. So get in a nice little comfy seat. Oh yeah, do it on your daughter. Absolutely, baby. Okay, get a nice comfy little seat. And I want you guys to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths in and out. Now I want you to imagine, hey, holistic purposes, I want you to imagine that you are in come back in 10 minutes, holistic purposes. I want you to imagine that you are in a theater and you're sitting in the middle of this theater and in front of you, there is a stage. The theater is dark and all you can see is a stage light in the center of the theater. In the center of the stage, it goes from the ceiling down to the center of the stage. I want you to stare into that light for just a moment. And as you stare into that light, you start to realize that you're not alone in the theater. Off into the back, out of the light, you start to notice a shadowy figure. And as you shift your focus to the shadowy figure, can't make anything out, but you start to notice and realize that that is your SP. So right now, I want you to call your SP to the center of the stage and into the light. Say their name. And as they step into the light, You start to notice their facial features, their physical features. And you also notice a gold cord that runs from your third eye directly into their third eye. Now, I want you to ask your SP these two questions, and I want you to hear them respond in their voice. If you can't hear their voice, that's okay too. I want you to ask your SP right now, do you support me? Hear them tell you yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also hear them tell you yes. Now I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP. This time, they're not going to respond. I want you to look at your SP in their eyes. And I want you to say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hands as if it's a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut the gold cord that comes from the middle of your third eye. And as that gold cord starts to drop to the ground, I want you to reach up with your other hand and I want you to grab the roots of that gold cord and just pull it out and toss them aside. Now, as the gold cord continues to fall to the ground, you notice that your SP starts to float away, just like a balloon. And as he floats away, he gets smaller and smaller, and farther and farther, and smaller and smaller, and farther, until he just disappears. Now take one deep breath in and out, and open your eyes. Alrighty, welcome back. Okay, so the difference now is when your SP will think about you very quickly, if not already. Okay, when they think about you, they're likely thinking about you right now. This time their energy is different. The way they think about you right now, it's different. Something has shifted for them because there's no more old energy. So now they're like, Okay, now they're thinking something different. Okay, they're not thinking about you as old SP, and you're not either. Okay? That's okay, Cece. That's okay. Why do you cry when you say the 4 things to him? Because when we are in a different place, right? We're in a different place now where we know where we went wrong, right? You know where you went wrong. So when you're apologizing, it's like saying, I'm sorry that I created this mess. You know, please forgive me for choosing the version of you that you didn't want to be for me. Thank you for forgiving me for the past mistakes that I created. And I love you because I love you. Exactly, I know, Dawn, which is why sometimes you get emotional when you're saying those things, because that's where those 4 things are coming from. You know, that's why you get a little bit emotional over it. Okay, now we don't beat ourselves up over the things that we did, you know, but it's what those 4 phrases, when it comes specifically to your SP, it's what those 4 phrases mean. Okay. After you successfully manifest, do you get intuitive downloads regarding it? Like little intuitive nudges telling you specifics. Yeah. That's your, it's not intuitive nudges. Well, I guess it is. It's your subconscious mind talking to you. Okay. Random thoughts that pop into your head is your subconscious mind trying to get your attention. Okay. Trying to talk to you. Okay. That's where a lot of problems in the body, that's where a lot of that stems from. Okay. Is emotions that create the problem. Like we'll talk about like a tumor, right? Emotions create the medical problem. And then hold your questions because we're going to do the photo method. And this will help you actually, you know who you are. If you're having medical issues, like serious ones, ask yourself this. Was there a major emotional event that took place 12 to 24 months before the diagnosis? 99% of the time, if they're being honest with themselves, they say yes. Well, how else is your subconscious mind supposed to fucking talk to you, right? So it creates something and it amplifies. Then you go to the doctor and it's confirmed, right? Technically confirmed. And so because you're not feeling well, so now you hold on to that and now it keeps it right in place and can't go anywhere. It can't go anywhere. Okay, so yeah, your subconscious mind does talk to you. But yeah. All right, let's do the photo method. Get your fucking SP's photos out, bitches. It's that time where you are going to end no contact. Okay? All right. By the way, if you guys want to regulate your nervous system, because who doesn't want to have a regulated nervous system, you know, so you're not spiraling and reacting to fucking all the stupid shit, and you're not doing all of that, so you have a regulated nervous system, then go ahead and follow Holistic Pharmacist, okay? That's the homegirl. You understand? And no, she is not paying me for an advertisement. But no, she's my friend. And so go and freaking follow her, because y'all need to fucking stop reacting. Just Nia, you should go fucking follow her right now, bitch. Yeah. Y'all need to stop reacting and stop spiraling and start regulating yourself. Okay. There we go. And no, I don't create assumptions in you that don't benefit you, okay, at all. Okay, but your regulated nervous system is far more beneficial for all areas of your life. Okay, and it's good for your health too, bitch. Okay, alrighty. Now you have your SP's photos out. So what I want you to do is we're gonna go down memory lane for just a brief little second. Okay, I want you to go back in your relationship to a time in your relationship where everything was perfect. They were checking all the boxes, right? They were just your prince or princess charming. And they were just literally, you were the happiest in your relationship. I want you to go back right now to that time, and I want you to remember who that person was for you. Who was that person for you? What are some of the qualities that they had? How do they treat you? How do they make you feel? Who were they that caused you to be so attracted to them? Hey, James Bestie. Spend 20 seconds right now and remember how they made you feel. Forget who they were 5 seconds ago. That version of your SP no longer exists. I want you to take that version of your SP, the one that was your perfect person, the one that you were the happiest with. I want you right now to take that version of your SP and bring them into your current reality. Do it now. That is the only version of your SP that exists from now and moving forward. Your perfect person. They're everything you've ever wanted. That is all they are for you now. The person who constantly wants to spend time with you, who's always calling and texting you, who is spending all his time with you, who wants to be in a relationship with you, who wants to love you, who's constantly taking you on dates. That is the version of your SP right now for you. You're going to hold that version of your SP, and you're going to hold that version now. Because that version of your SP, you didn't question if you were going to talk to them. You just knew. You didn't question if you were going to see them. You just knew. Okay, you weren't questioning how they felt about you. You knew. Well, that version is who they are again for you right now. Now, if you are new here, put on your crown. If you are not new here, then straighten your fucking crown. Do it now. Because we get what we want and we get it when we want it. Okay? We have queen and king energy only here. That spoiled ass brat that everyone hated is now you. Okay? When kings and queens give a command, do they question, doubt, worry, check to see if it's been fulfilled? No. When king and queens give a command, they just know and expect them to do what they said to do. Well, that is you right now. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to doubt. Because your perfect person is in your reality again right now. If you are in no contact with your SP, or you're in contact but it is not consistent contact, you are going to command that he contacts you. Okay, you can say, you're contacting me. You can say texting or calling. It really doesn't matter. Okay, it's going to happen naturally. So if they're a caller, not a texter, they're going to call you. Okay, who cares? So you're going to look at your SP's photo. If you're alone, say it out loud with a little bit of backbone. Don't yell at them. But if you're not alone, then say it in your mind so you don't look like a weirdo. Okay? And you're going to look at them and say, you're texting me right now. You are texting me right now. You are texting me right now. Conviction, authority. Okay? If you're in consistent contact with your SP, then you have two choices. You can either move to the next step, or you can tell them they're contacting you right now just to prove your power. Okay? But you can say, you're coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. Okay, now if you are in a situationship or a relationship, then you can choose whichever you want. If you want them to come see you today, you can tell them they're coming to see you today. If you want them to contact you, then you can tell them they're contacting you right now. If you want them to do anything, you're rubbing my feet tonight, you're cooking me dinner tonight, you're bringing me dinner tonight, you're buying me flowers today, whatever, you're giving me sexy time tonight, whatever you want. The world is your command, okay? Absolutely, absolutely, Cece. The world is your oyster. So you're going to give your commands while I take a brief bio break, okay? And then I'm gonna hang out with you guys for about 30 more minutes, all right? So right now you have your crowns on, and I want you to give your commands and expect them to contact you. And we're back. Oh, I took my freaking ponytail out. I totally just realized that now. Epic fail. Anyway, hairdo number 2. So, I know you felt amazing. I know you felt amazing. Okay, I don't even have to ask how you felt. Now you can just expect them to contact you, okay? Let's start expecting that. Let's put the hair back up. Okay, so expect them now to contact you. You're already on their mind, so they're contacting you because you're all they can think about. And you can use the photo method for anything that you want. You can get them to do anything that you want, okay? You can literally sit there and you can affirm, or you can talk to their photo, okay? You can say your affirmations to them in their photo. Instead of saying he, though, you'd say she, or you'd say you, okay? Thanks, girl. Thanks, girl. So you would say you instead of she or he. Okay, and then you can say their affirmations. You can also talk to gutter trash, okay, and say what you want her to fucking do, okay, because there's no limits. You can't. It's not like you can just talk to your SP, but you can't talk to anybody else. Thought transmission goes across the board, okay. Everyone, if you direct your thoughts to anyone, they hear your thoughts, okay. Your thoughts become their thoughts. That's how thought transmission works, okay? So therefore it's like they're now thinking, but it's their thoughts. You're just guiding the thoughts, okay? And I got to think about this. If you want gutter trash to, you know, if anyone's dealing with gutter trash, if you want gutter trash to exit the scene immediately, then start saying, one of your affirmations should say, she's gone away right now. 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 Or she's already gone away. She's already gone away. Okay? Right now. Right now. Do you understand? Oh, I'm excited for you, Brittany. Buckle up, Buttercup. Buckle up, Buttercup. Okay, his good friend to get them to help us. Absolutely. Absolutely. And White the Blonde. You can absolutely get his good friend to help with this. Okay. Now, because anybody is hearing your thoughts, right? All of you should be leveraging the people around them, right? Because we have to look at it this way. If everyone in your reality shows up based on your assumptions of them, right? How do we leverage that? We leverage that with gutter trash. And we also leverage that with everybody in their goddamn fucking life. Okay? Everyone in their life. And you do that by giving your assumptions to them. Like, everybody in his life loves me. Everyone in his life loves me. Okay? They cannot stop talking about me to my SP. Like, literally, they cannot stop talking about me to John. And they think we're perfect together. They literally think we're perfect together. Because therefore, that's everybody in his life. Okay, so now you have your whole army of salespeople. You have a whole army of raving fans. Yes, Melby. Yeah, of course, Melby. Yeah, that's often you always have to play your part. Okay, I just speed things up a lot. I just speed things along because I don't have resistance to your SP. But if you're not playing your part correctly, then we have a problem. Okay, but if you'll play your part, I'll bring them to your door. Like I just did to somebody 48 hours. She's still blocked on social media. So what? Who gives a shit? I'm never going to fucking affirm that he unblocks you. I don't give a shit for. I don't care about that. Do you think I care about that? Nope. Doesn't matter. Instead, he just showed up at her door. Of course he did. Because circumstances don't matter. And you have to realize that there's like 2,500 reasons why you could be blocked. 2,500 reasons why you could be blocked. Okay? literally they could block you because they don't want you to, like, this is what I would tell myself. Like, well, I wouldn't acknowledge being blocked, but use it as flattery. Like, why wouldn't he block me? Of course, he's like, don't tell yourself you're blocked, okay? But it's like, he creeps my profile every fucking day. Every day. Right? That's literally why somebody could easily block you, so that they can creep your profile and then block your ass again, and you would have no idea. You would have no idea. And so it looks like you're still blocked when you could have been unblocked 55 times a day. You could have been unblocked 55 times in one day, but you don't know that because he's creeping every freaking picture that you have, and he's looking at your profile picture, and he can't get enough of your stories and all that shit, and then just hits that block button again, just so you don't know. Just so you don't know that he's thinking about nothing but you. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about that? So don't worry about the blocked part. Clarissa, your part, I explain what your part in the equation is, okay? Your part is to see him as perfect husband, okay? Perfect husband. And hey, Divine Valley, that's your job. Your job is to see a perfect husband, okay? And then I give you some affirmations to affirm, because because I can't do the work while you're affirming against what I'm doing. Like, that doesn't work for me, because I'm not bringing them into my reality. I'm bringing them into your reality, right? I'm bringing them to your front door, not mine. So because of that, you have to discipline your mind. So if you're over here like, he's not contacting me, checking the 3D, he's not contacting me. Well then, that's not playing your part, okay? So I just help speed it up. Okay. Yeah, Bevy, but you honestly need to be locked in, bitch. You need to be locked in. You know, saying, and this is for all of you, saying you're locked in sounds good. But are you? But are you? Sarah Anna. He's not saying what you're telling him to. Don't worry. Don't worry. He will. He will. Look at his photo and be like, look, bitch. What the fuck did I just say? You will say this. Look. See, guys? Look at that. They literally just texted you. They literally just texted me after not showing interest from the morning. Hello. That is because you can't react. Over and over again. I sound like a fucking parrot at this point. I should put that, that's it. I should put that shit on a parrot app and then send it to you guys. He feels hard, son. That's a good one. Thanks, Brandy bitch. Of course. Why wouldn't you get so much movement in 1 week? Right? That's right. He feels hard. Okay. That's right. He's coming to you right now. Oh yeah. Okay. I left an open. No, Sabrina. You don't have to call him a bitch. We don't want our men to be a bitch, right? No. That's not hot. I don't think it's hot. No, Boone, it is not. I do not recommend you affirm for the future. Okay, because there is no future. Okay. So everything needs to be present tense, because there's no future, right? Time is an illusion. So when you wake up tomorrow, yeah, we plan for the future, right? We plan for the future, but the reality is when you wake up tomorrow, it's today, right? And when you wake up, like 1 minute from now, it's today, it's right now. Okay, there's only the moment of now. Okay, so because of that, your affirmations should be present tense and implying movement. Okay, implying movement. You know, you don't want to create a stalker that just watches you from the back. Yeah. Yes, you can. Yes, Lisa, you can have a little chit chat with his friends pic. 1000% I would, especially if it's a trusted confidant of his. And that's what you guys have to realize, okay? Oh, yes, we have bitch merchandise coming out. Yeah, like baddest bitch. Mm-hmm. You sound busy. Definitely answering WhatsApp today. Yeah, if I don't give a damn, shot your message back to the top, then yes. But not a gutter trash. Would you talk to their photo and send that person away? Yeah. Yeah. If it's let's say, Sabrina, it's the opposite sex you're referring to, right? She said if someone is a distraction but not a gutter trash, would you talk to their photo and send that person away? So if it's a female, I'm assuming, okay, if it's a female, then yeah, you can literally tell yourself whenever you think about that person, like, no, he doesn't even talk to any females. He doesn't even talk to any females. Okay, or you can also talk to their photo and send that person packing. Like, you don't even like his ass, okay? In fact, you like nothing about him. You've gone away right now. You're going away right now. You're leaving him alone right now. That's right, Saul. That's right. She's moving away right now. She's moving away right now. You can literally get somebody to leave a whole goddamn state. I have a client who did it. On top of that, you should be leveraging the assumptions your SP has. Okay, because remember, everyone has their own assumptions, okay? So let's say your like when it comes to gutter trash, let's say your SP has told you this before, like he has the worst luck with women, okay? You can leverage that when it comes to gutter trash, okay? Like, yeah, she's gone away. He has the worst luck with women, she's gone away, okay? With women but me, and she's gone away, okay? Because they don't realize that their assumptions are also manifesting. So I'm totally fine letting people keep their assumptions if it benefits me. And don't be surprised if they parrot your affirmations back to you. That's the fun part. When they start saying your affirmations back to you, you're like, oh. Does it work to just visualize because I'd rather not? Oh yeah, Nina, you can visualize all you want. Yeah, you don't have to look at their picture. You don't have to unblock them either. Okay? But you don't have to, if you have them blocked, you don't have to unblock to see their picture. Just so you know. You don't. You can literally click on their profile picture and the profile picture opens up, even as they're blocked. Quick question. There is legal advice for us both not to contact the other right now. Does that matter? No, I don't give a damn. It only matters if you assume it does. Okay, that's a circumstance. But circumstances don't matter. Okay, circumstances don't matter. Because legal advice can work itself out. Okay, it can work itself out. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What that means for you is you're not going to force the 3D, clearly. But do not view that as a circumstance, okay? No. Absolutely. And if you do think about that, be like, no, he's contacting me right now. He doesn't give a shit. He cannot stop contacting me. He'll do whatever it takes to contact me right now. He'll do whatever it takes to contact me right now. If a lot of you guys are struggling with the contact, then that's what I would say. He'll do whatever it takes to contact me right now. If that means I'm blocky fucking fly, I don't know. Somehow he's going to contact you though. I remember when my SP had a girlfriend before. Oh yeah, somebody's asking about the person I mentioned. If you want to regulate your nervous system, her name is Holistic Pharmacist. She was on my live a couple weeks ago. I remember when my SP had a girlfriend before being with me. I just focused 1 week saying they don't love each other. And in 1 week, he told me he never showed love. See? Now, Boone, hold on to that. Hold on to that. Priya, I can only see text as a question or navigators. I see or navigators, but I'm not seeing a... You said, where is her mods or navigators? It made me, but it made you feel so powerful. 1 week was so quick and you got scared. You're hilarious, girlfriend. Yeah, well, Lisa, now you're her #1 fucking fan. You're her #1 fan. She absolutely loves you. She thinks, right now, she thinks you're the best thing since sliced fucking bread. Okay? Sliced bread. Do you understand? Yeah. She's your #1 fan. She loves you. She is in love with you. Because that's what you have to remember is I know she's the most trusted source in your man's life. So, you need to change your assumption of her. Okay? Because that should drive me nuts. So change your assumption of her and she'll conform. Okay, why do I say it only takes 3 days to get an SP back? It only takes 3 days to get your SP back because if you would lock it in and stop wavering, right, then shit changes quickly, like very quickly. The only reason why it takes a long time is because people are constantly going back and forth in their thoughts. They're not consistent. They do nothing but fucking waver over and over and over and over again. They question everything. They're checking the 3D. They're constantly reacting to shit over and over and over again. But I told you guys that if you're a no contact, the stupidest thing ever you guys should realize that it should be very easy, honestly. Priya, send me a message. Bitch, just says the fucking price there before you freaking checked out. Okay. So send me a message if you can and remind me of this, and I'll refund you the difference. Okay. But the reason why you have to understand is like I told you guys yesterday, the stupidest shit is that you literally well, that's weird. Yes, message me from the text number. Because that's weird. Let me take a look on our side. Okay, let me take a look on my side. Okay, so you guys have to understand, it would only take 3 days for you guys to see movement very fast. For you guys to start getting all your shit, if you would just lock it in and stop fucking wavering and stop reacting to the dumbest shit on the planet. Because all you're doing, if you're in no contact, you're doing nothing but reacting to the same shit you've been reacting to for a long time now. Doesn't that get a little fucking tiring? Doesn't it get a little tiring to sit there and think about how you're in no contact over and over and over again? Isn't that tiring? Isn't that exhausting? Isn't that defeating to you? Or because I keep telling you, it's the same amount of effort. Doesn't matter. Same amount of effort, same energy involved. So why would you want to sit there and think about no contact over and over and over again, and how they're not texting you back, and how they're not responding to your messages, and how they have you blocked, and over and over and over and over again, like a fucking broken record, when you could take the same time that you're thinking those thoughts and think the opposite. No more time involved, no more effort involved. Okay, it's not like, oh yeah, you can do that when it comes to this, but when it comes, no, it requires far more effort to do that than the other one. No, it doesn't. And you all know that that's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay, these are bullshit ass excuses. And what happens is, and here's always the problem. Here's a lot of the problem when you're in contact with your SPs, is you get too overconfident. You get too cocky. And then you react to stupid shit instead of staying focused. Instead of saying, you know what? Okay. I went from casual conversation, gutter trash, to now this man is at my house every fucking day, damn near, taking off of work. She knows who the fuck I'm talking to. Takes off of work twice in a row to come and spend time with me. Invites me over to his house with his roommates and shit to do a family barbecue. Does all of that. But then I'm going to go ahead and have a little pity party in my fucking mind. Versus saying, that's right, because we're in a relationship. Because all that is relationship. Gutter trash goes when you assume relationship. And say, no, this is my man. This is my man. It should motivate you to push forward, not pull back. Because do you think, I tell you guys this all the time. That's right, you knew who the fuck I was talking to. I tell you guys this all the time. When you have gutter trash, I want you to play a game with yourself. And I want you to know that every time you react, every time you pull back, every time you revert, gutter trash is winning. Are you going to let gutter trash win in your reality? Or are you going to say, no, I don't fucking think so. That man's been at my house every fucking day. Every day that man has been at my house. So you know what? She can go fuck herself, because you know what? He's coming over again tonight and tomorrow night and tomorrow night. In fact, he's at my house so fucking much, he only has time for me. I'm his top priority. He only has time for me. Fuck that hoe. She can kindly see her whole ass out, because I'm going to take up all his goddamn time. He ain't got time for no one but me. Because you know what? I play chess, not checkers. And this is my reality. And I play to fucking win, bitch. I play to win. And I will win every day in my reality. Period. Now I'm going to take fucking names too while I'm doing it. You think I give a shit? No, I don't. Okay? So you need to get a grip. And ask yourself that. Do I want to win, or do I want gutter trash to win? Because every time you do stupid shit, guess what you're saying? She wins. No, I don't think so. Not in my reality. I win every time. And I'll continue to win every fucking time for anything that I want in my reality. Anything. There's no limits. You can win at everything you fucking want. You can get whatever you want. Or you can continue to, That's right, Sarah Anna. That's right. Because she does what I say. Do you think I'm going to sit there? Do you think I'm going to sit there and fucking argue with a 14-year-old. Do you know how stupid that sounds? She's welcome to voice her opinion. She has an opinion about everything. And she's welcome to voice her opinion because I've given her carte blanche to do so. But in here, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Yeah, Lisa, of course. Of course. Because I understand why each and every one of you want your SPs back, because they're all fucking hot. They're all hot. And I was like, yeah, that's right. We're a sexy group of fucking people. Let me just tell you that. Our tribe is we're sexy motherfuckers, because you know what? Your SPs are all smoking. Yeah, I hadn't seen not one ugly SP. Not one. Then trust me, I have to be like, but no, not one. Not one at all. Sarah, Anna, Sarah, that is literally, that's right, because we are all hot as fuck. That is literally my bestie. That's my bestie. Where she will like clean, when I tell you clean up the room, I don't mean a little spring cleaning in the room, okay? No, her daughter, you can't even walk in her room. Like, you cannot even walk in her room. There's crap everywhere. And she'll clean everything up, and then a week later, crap everywhere again. I said, you know why? Because why would she clean it up when she knows Mama will? But go ahead and take a look at your daughter's picture, Sarah, and tell her what to do. Tell her, you're cleaning up your room right now. You're cleaning up your room right now. You love to keep your room clean. You actually hate your room to be a mess. Watch how quickly they do it. There's a client of mine who does that with their daughter. And she's like, she goes, oh my God, she goes, this is so great. She's like, this is so great. My daughter cleans her room up every time I tell her to her photo. Because remember, when we say it here, it's a command. When we say it here, it's their idea. That's the power. That's the power. No one likes to be told what to do, not even children. Right? They don't like to be told what to do. Which is why half the time you have to drag their ass out of fucking Target because you told them no and they want to throw a tantrum. And so you have to like drag their ass out. You're like, come on, let's go. They're like, no. Excuse me? Did you just say no? Because no one likes to be told what to do. So you do it here. See what I'm saying? Oh, well, okay, Elena. I'm telling you guys, those SPs are hot. It's because we're sexy motherfuckers. And then come back here, Sarah, and tell me tomorrow that your daughter cleaned her room. And now your daughter ain't gonna have no chance with you anymore. She ain't gonna have not a damn single chance with you anymore. Because you're gonna be like, I need her to do this too. I need her to do this too. Okay, let me just tell her what to do. Oh, yeah, I don't like that either. I need her to tell her what to do. I like to, it's Mimi. It's not necessary for you to say it out loud. I personally like to, because I can say it with, you're more robotic if you do it in your mind, right? Because it's like not like expressioning, if you will, versus if you say it out loud, you can say it with a little bit more backbone, a little bit more of authority, if you will. Yeah. So I like to do that. Okay. There's flashy. There's a guy I watch on Instagram where he kills me with this because like his kid, he'll be like, "Why didn't you take out the trash?" And what did they say? Like, "Oh, I forgot." So he has this video where he is taking all the trash, like all the trash from the entire house, bathroom trash and everything. He literally took all the trash and put it in his room. He's like, well, you know, since you can't seem to remember to take out the trash, you know, I thought that it would help if you saw it all the time. So It's just like mounds of fucking trash bags in his room. That shit was hilarious. It was like parenting win. Checkmate, bitch. Have fun with your children. Let them think they have a fighting chance. Please. Then you get to sit back and watch them. Be good kids. Be good little kids. That's how you make them your minions. Yeah. Like, you don't want to wash the dishes? Go put them in your room. And I'm going to go put them on your bed. And on top of that, just to punish you, you have to now wash your sheets. Anyway. All right, guys. So, in all seriousness, though, I really, really want you guys to wake the hell up. Okay? You guys need to wake up. And you either want what you want or you don't. Okay, but you have to stop what you're doing. You have to stop what you've been doing over and over and over again. Oh yeah, don't even get me started on abuse. Children these days have no idea what abuse is. You know what I'm saying? You look at them wrong and they're like, I'm gonna call CPS. I was like, you want me to call them for you? You think I care? Nope. They have no idea. I was like, my dad had no problem whooping my ass with a belt. No problem. That was very socially acceptable nowadays. Nowadays, you fucking look at your kids sideways, people are looking at you like, I'm about to call the cops. You know, it's like, and I always told her that, I said, go ahead, but understand that they'll come snatch your ass up real quick on your word, and I'll have to fight to get you back. And if you think that you're going to have a better life, it's a fucking little foster home than you have here, good luck on that one. And if you think your foster family is going to be okay with you not eating meat and not doing all that thing, good luck on that one too. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's how it was, right? Your parents, you say anything wrong, you even say something wrong, bam, you didn't even finish your sentence, bam. Right in your mouth. Now, oh, I can't do that anymore. You can't do that shit anymore. You saw what happened to that football player that got a little branch out. You saw what happened to him. So you can't do shit anymore these days. These kids are ridiculous. They think they're all entitled and shit. Yeah. And I was like, go ahead. She said she's running away. She told me that one time. She's like, I'm running away. I was like, you're running away. Because she just like thinks she could walk out of the house. I'm like, where are you going? She's like, I'm running away. I was like, where are you running away to? Shays, my besties. She goes, maybe. She's like, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm like, okay. Run away. Little do they know when they say that, you're like, oh, thank God. Thank God, because I've just been dying to have a day by myself. You're not hurting my feelings by saying that shit. Because in my mind, I'm just like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Now I get, because I have her 24/7, so I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. God, I need a moment alone. No cooking dinner for night. They think you're hurting their feelings. They think they're hurting your feelings by threatening to run away. Go for it. Go for it. But just know that whatever fits in your school backpack, you're allowed to take. And all electronics and anything of value, staying right the fuck here. Have a good time. That's why they say the best discipline for a teenager now is to, why take their car? Why take their charge? Why take their electronics when you can get more satisfaction taking their chargers? And sit back and watch them stew as the battery gets low. See what I'm saying? Yeah, turn off the Wi-Fi. Sorry. Oh, the internet's not working. That's weird. I can't do that one, CC, because my shit won't work. Backfires on me. But anyway, so we got this, okay? We have got this. You have got this. You can get your SP conforming now. I want you to lock it in. Don't make me fucking yell at you. Sarah, I'm gonna take a page out of your book. That's a good one. What's the password? It's called Respect Your Mama. That's what it's called. That's fucking good. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So, you are going to lock it in. Okay? I don't want to hear any more of this fucking bullshit. I mean, I know I'm going to hear about it. Don't even trip, because you can't help yourself. So I already know I'm going to hear about it tomorrow too, right? And the day after that too, and the day after that too. I already know that. But if you would lock it in to the best of your ability now, stop whining, stop bitching, stop moaning and groaning and checking the 3D and wondering where it's at and wavering in your fucking thoughts. Stop doing that. You would start seeing them conforming over and over and over again. There's nothing to check. How many times I got to tell you guys this? There's nothing to check, because you don't need to check. Why would you need to check if he was conformed? There's nothing to check. He's automatically going to fucking text you. What's there to check? He's automatically going to unblock you. What's there to check? He's automatically going to do all the fucking things. What the hell is there to check? For what? For what? So you can trigger yourself over and over and over again and be like, yep, you know what? I love being triggered so fucking much. Oh my God, nothing makes my day more better to be triggered. So let me just go ahead and have this whole victim mentality and self-loathe pity party. Let me tell this guy exactly what's on my mind, because I have learned nothing at all. And who cares? Who cares? You guys have seen proof today, and trust me, you know Shanae has no problem telling her business in TikTok lives. You have seen proof today that it doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. Okay? Blocked, SP shows up at her door. So, what's being blocked have anything to do with it? There's a million reasons why you can be blocked. I know exactly why she's blocked. So you think I was going to affirm that he unblocks her? No. To me, that's ridiculous. I don't need to do that. But I'm going to affirm that he's coming up, but I'm going to tell his ass that he's going to see her 1,000%. Because I know what's on the spectrum for her. You guys need to stop with the bullshit. Stop with the bullshit. Stop asking questions. Stop asking questions. Stop doing this, that, and the fucking third. Stop doing all that shit. Assign meaning to everything that you want it to mean. Positive meaning to everything that you want it to mean, and only what you want it to mean. Doesn't fucking matter about anything else. Circumstances don't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. Nothing can stop your manifestation if you will get a grip and lock it in. So you have two choices. You can sit there now and decide right now that your SP is going to come and conform now. Or you can sit there and decide, you know what? I love doing this little dog and pony show with myself and playing these fucking games. So it's cool if he comes back in 10 years from now. It's totally fine. Because either way, he'll come back as long as you keep persisting. But the timing is entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. One of your affirmations should say right now. Like, what the fuck you think this is? No, right now. Yeah, we're getting back together right now. Hello, bitch. Knock, knock on the photo. We're getting back together right now. We're getting back together right now. You'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. Things have to say, I'm not saying all your affirmations don't need to be right now, okay? But anytime you give a command, right now, bitch. Right now. Sorry, I don't wait. Now. Now, 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 now. So, I want you all to act like adults, okay? For the next 72 hours, let's just act like an adult. Such an interesting concept. Is to act like an, what do you mean act like an adult? Why? When it's so much more fun for me to act like a fucking child or juvenile adolescent. I told you my 14-year-old, she's more disciplined than you guys. She's far more disciplined than you guys. Yeah, true. She's only 14. But you know what? She doesn't react to shit. She doesn't react to shit. At all. Things don't bother her. That would bother another typical 14-year-old. Things don't fucking bother her. At all. So get a grip and stop reacting. If my daughter cannot react to people writing racial slurs on a fucking playground, then why is it hard for you to not react to being left unblocked, undelivered, unread? Why is it hard for you to not react to that shit? Come on now. No, not anymore. We're getting a grip. Do you understand? I know you do. So let's go get your fucking SP and let's go get them now. Right now. They're confirming right now. Period. That's right. That's right, girls ego. That's right. Now you're back on track. Now you're back on track. I could, in the personalized hypnosis audio, that's a good one. That's a good one. Maybe I will make a personalized hypnosis recording for gutter trash. It's a good one. Because a lot of you guys struggle with that shit. So maybe I will make that. I'll have to start preparing my script for that. Right now. Okay, everything's right fucking now. We don't wait for shit around here. Okay, so I want you're gonna lock it in. We're not gonna fucking complain. We're not gonna check. We're not gonna do any of that shit. We're going to freaking act like an adult. Okay? And we're gonna get it. Yes, that's okay, Lisa, because your subconscious mind is always, even though you're sleeping, your subconscious mind is awake. Okay, so it hears everything. That's right, it's coming to your door right now. Okay, everything is right now. Okay, we don't wait for shit. And if you have to remind yourself of that, remind yourself of that. I don't wait for shit. So I'm done playing games with yourself. Okay, get frustrated. Get frustrated at yourself for the bullshit. Okay? All right. I love you all, and I will see you all on the flip side tomorrow. Yeah. I love you, bitches. Love you, besties, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.